Drivers, start your reading. Motor Sim Racing Magazine is the first and only magazine dedicated to sim racing. Every month we'll be covering the hot topics around the world of sim racing. So if you're looking to be in the know, go to www.motorsimsracing.com. You will find articles from your favorite drivers, leagues, and other prominent people in the sim racing community. Want an update of your favorite league? We got it. Want to learn the basics on finding a perfect league for you? We got it. Want to know more about how leagues are run? We got it. So remember, when you want to know what's going on in the sim racing world, go to www.motorsimracing.com.
Have you ever wanted to drive a real race car on a famous NASCAR track? The staff at Stock Car Racing Experience will suit you up, teach you what you need to know, and put you behind the wheel of a 160-mile-per-hour stock car on NASCAR's famous Pocono Raceway.
That was great. I enjoyed it. Unbelievable.
It's that unique, one-of-a-kind experience you'll never forget.
It was definitely worth it.
It's the second time I did it, and I'm still shaking.
Call or register online at 877stockcar.com for a heart-pounding, once-in-a-lifetime experience. You won't forget it.
Green flag 72. White flag 72. '97 roll, 85 in the pit road. Checker flag 72.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here tonight. We are live under the lights. Richmond International Speedway. We're here tonight to do battle at the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder Racing League here. Joe White up here in the booth, and I'm accompanied by John T. Wimmis. John, how you doing tonight, man?
Hey, we're doing great, Joe. Excited about this race. I love this racetrack, so I can't wait to get going here. How you doing, man?
Man, I am pumped up, ready to go. We had an off night last night, and we did a dirt race, man. Me and you did that on Saturday night had Robert Moyer, and man, that was exciting. First one ever for us, and whew, that was an adrenaline rush, man, to be honest with you.
51 to end the pit road.
Yeah, it was. The first dirt race that we did was a lot of fun. First time doing it, so a little growing with that, trying to figure out how to do everything. But a lot of fun, a great race by those guys. They put on a wonderful show, a lot of sportsmanship and some clean racing there. I was very excited.
Man, yeah, I loved every minute of it. Those guys, man, really did. So,
Green flag 95.
I'll watch old Kenneth Yance here for a second. He said he had a sponsor on that thing. Tate's Supermarket. That's what I'm showing on that. Is that what you're showing on yours, John?
Yes, sir.
All right. We said that's a real size. Well, they're all real sponsors. I don't know why I say that all the time, man.
Well,
I
some
guess
people don't know. Some people might make it up, but that's real. Tate's Supermarket in Hartford, Alabama.
Oh, that is awesome, man. Heck yeah. Well, we want to give a shout out to Tate's. And Kenneth Yance, man, we know that guy. He's part of Motor Sim Racing Magazine, him and John Barron. I mean, they're just like a bunch of Energizer bunnies. Don't know so much about John Barron. He's kind of really quiet in the background. But old Kenneth, man, we talk to him. That guy's wired to the hilt. But it's awesome, man. He's got that Tate's. But, hey, want to let everybody know, all the viewers, want to appreciate everybody out there. And let me know how the stream looks, how everything sounds between me and John, and make sure you can hear all the trucks out here roaring around here, because I want that excitement to be brought to you. But also, definitely, get my train of thought back here. My bad. That's probably by getting old.
Motor Sim Racing Magazine.
Yeah, check them out. I put a GoFundMe up there, and actually, I will see if I can't put it back up again. Here we go.
Roll to the staging.
I put that out there in the chat. That is their link. I told you I'd finally get a link for that, and I saw it. Also, they have issue 2 out, and very, very awesome, man. I read through it, and I mean, it's just cool. I enjoy it. So, want to appreciate the viewers as always, man. Love all these viewers, man, that come out week in and week out and watch this racing. We were off last night. We're off tomorrow night, so no Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing. But we got some truck action tonight. 200 laps of it, John, under the lights. And I'm going to tell you what, woo, it's going to be hair raising.
Yeah, it is, man. But I tell you, I really enjoy this track. I love short track racing anyway, but Richmond is one of those. It can really step up and bite you, and especially in these trucks as the tires wear out here. You really got to take care of your stuff. You can see guys lock it up going into 1 and 2, especially if they get a run on somebody. And you're going to see guys spinning off of 4 as you really have to squeeze that throttle and take care of that thing. You can't just come off of 4 and mat it like you want to after you got some laps on your tires.
Absolutely. Well, right now, Kenneth Yance, man on point and qualify. That's what I was going to say. Is what you're hearing in the background, folks. As always, you're hearing Michael Redding in the background back there. And he is, we're missing qualifying. They do a unique style here Monday night. I know I do it, but it's all for all the new viewers out there that might not understand what's going on. Is they do 1-by-1 qualifying, where they call each driver out. It's got old style type NASCAR deal here. So they'll call them out 1-by-1, and then get these guys, man, roaring around this track. So that's basically why you hear him in the background calling them out. But it's qualifying, and right now the man on point, Kenneth Yance. And I tell you, got any favorites? Hey, we got Ryan W. Daniels in the field tonight. He's got his teammates over here. Aiden Young, new guy. I'll tell you what, he's very fast too. And Mark Richter was actually Justin Richter, but it's Mark Richter out here. There's another guy that's with there, Iceman Motorsports. They're out there in their Gale Toyotas. And I don't know, man. Under the lights here, it's just it's short track racing feeling, guys.
Yeah, and some pretty good times right now. What we've seen right now, we got Kenneth Yance sitting up top here on pole at 21.325. But Tyler Justice was fastest in practice with a 21.128. So tonight we've got a ambient temp of 80, track temp of 81. Just a little breeze, nothing to worry about. So pretty decent track here. But as the race rolls on here and they get some wear on it, it's going to get a little squirrely with you. We'll definitely see some faster times getting ready to come up here. The way these guys qualify, they go from slowest to fastest. So the fastest
Michael,
qualifier
the 85
will be the
back.
last person to go out.
Green flag 89, 10-4 Zach. 10-4 Zach.
All right, sorry about that. A minute, I was just checking. Like I said, just checking out the sound right there, making my levels look good. Sounds like it did last night when we did the test, John. It sounded really good, man,
White
from what we
flag
had.
89.
So,
yeah, I hope it sounds the same today as it did last night, because got it sounding pretty good there.
09 roll, 15
Oh, yeah.
to staging.
well, hey, you know, things can change, different environments, etc. I want to make sure the motor sounds to the cars is my biggest sound to try to get level, because man, sometimes our
Checker
what's
flag
all of that
89.
angles and stuff with different tracks can throw off things. But hey, as long as the viewers been happy, enjoyable, man, I'm good to go. Yeah, me and John,
Green
we
flag on that.
stood up late last night. We were doing some audio tests. So anybody that saw the notification come through, that was just me and John talking to a blank screen, basically.
Yeah, people kept popping in there being like, what's happening?
Yeah,
We were just in there messing around trying to make it better. So, well, I say that. Really, you were up doing it to make it better. I just happened to be awake at
White
the time.
flag
That's all
on
you
that.
playing around with it. So then I came in because, of course, I was nosy. Like, what is he doing? It's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
15 roll, 71 to staging.
best time in the morning to do stuff, man.
It kind of is. You're right.
Yeah, he can get things done and whatnot. But man, as always, want to appreciate the viewers, and as always, hey, OSR
Checker
Network
flag
here
on
live
that.
tonight for the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder Racing crew here, the Truck Series live, Richmond,
Green
Virginia
flag 15.
International Raceway here tonight. 200 laps under the lights, going to be exciting. And folks, we're going to have 32 trucks out here. Right now, we've got 33 of them. Somebody's going home tonight. Michael Redding's showing on the grid, but he is not actually one of them. So even though it is showing 34 trucks, it's actually technically 33. So somebody will
White
not make
flag
this
15.
field, as it's going to be 32 tonight. And as always, we're live here, YouTube, Facebook
71
Live, and
roll,
Twitch.
11
And
to
anybody
staging.
over on the Facebook Live and Twitch side, hey, leave a comment, hit a like, share, and obviously I always say if you don't like it, well, hit a dislike then.
No, here we go.
John loves when I say that.
Checker flag 15.
And I'll get with you after the stream or whatnot. So
Here's the thing. Here's the
all
thing
right.
about if you dislike something and you
Green
only
flag
hit the button,
71.
then we have no idea what you didn't like about it.
and
Obviously, you
that's
can't
true.
please everybody, and there are people
That's
might
true.
think that I'm, ridiculous, or maybe people think you're ridiculous. I really doubt
Absolutely.
it. Most people like you, so
I don't know.
you're like almost a Mother Teresa of sim racing, I guess. So if
White
you really
flag
don't
71.
like something, or if something looks or sounds odd to you, do drop us a line,
Oh,
or
11 roll,
contact
31
Joe
to
through
station.
his website or on Facebook. Or if you're friends with me, let me know. We want to know what it is that's
Yeah.
not working. Don't just hit the dislike button just because.
Yeah,
Because then we'd have no
Yeah.
idea what to do to fix it.
and that's true. Yeah, John's got a
flag
point. I
71.
asked a lot of people, man, before, and I still do to this day. I'm getting to the nitpicky stuff now. Really, the big stuff I kind of got out of the way. But
Green flag
we get to the nitpicky stuff now, is what I like to call about things making it better, looking good, what we can do to improve.
31 to staging.
And if you can't see something on the screen, I mean, even with the graphic stuff, man, if you sit and say, well, Joe, man, it's kind of a little hard to see. Maybe I can adjust something. Maybe I might not be able to adjust it, but hey, you never know. It might be something I just
White
already know of
flag,
one thing that I'm going to work on this week and whatnot, as I got a suggestion. And, I think I can make it better, easier to read, so to speak.
31,
So
you may
things
roll,
like that. I mean,
23
if it's, I mean, John's right. I always sit and say, hey, you got a choice. You hit the dislike if you don't like it. But I'll tell you what, right now, Kenneth Jans is holding on to that top spot. And we've only got about 8 or 9 more trucks to go.
Yeah, we do. He put down a good lap, but we got some fast guys. We've got Eric Teschke,
Green
Mike
flag
Bruno,
31.
Tyler Justice, Matt Hoover, Ryan Broderick had a fast time. So got some fast guys here coming. So gonna have a little competition here. But right now we got Andrew Canali out on the track in the Ricky Bobby throwback paint scheme here. So
Let me
trying to
White
figure
flag
out
31.
what to do with his hands and how to get this thing around the track without setting it on fire.
Okay, there we go. We
Yep.
got a good shot of it.
And he spins.
What's now? I'm gonna be honest with you, John. I have never
You can
seen
fire it,
Talladega
you-
Nights.
You've
to the
got
rear,
to be kidding
31
me. See,
on
you know
split
you never
I-
should have said that.
I have I know some of the references
23 row,
and
13 staging.
you know and whatnot. And I told him, I said, if he wrecks tonight, we're gonna have to say Andrew Canelli's on fire. help
Help
me,
me.
Bradley Wilson. Bradley Wilson, help me, Michael Red.
Help me, Tom Cruise. Oh, he's in victory lane. He
Yep.
keeps putting his hands in. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Oh Lord! Well, right there on his qualifying time, looks like he didn't know what to do with the steering wheel. So,
Yeah, hands got in the way right there. So you'll
Do what, Chris? Sorry
have to
about
get
that.
it together
Help.
and be first or last here. So
Nothing. Hit the wrong button.
anyway, a little fun with that. But
oh yeah, man.
while we're still in qualifying, I know you touched on it here, and we kind of talk about it a couple
23
times
to the
here.
rear,
The
13 row.
GoFundMe page for Motor Sim Racing Magazine. For anybody wondering why do they have that or what's up with that, the reason they do is
34
because
in
it
the
is
pit road.
completely free. It's on Facebook. Everything that they've got, you can read every single page of it. All the information you need is right there. I know I read it some today this week. They're talking about, you know, how the scoring works with iRacing. They
Green
have other
flag,
information
13.
about how to race and, you know, your things about your attitude and other racers and how to be clean and so much stuff about leagues and broadcast groups. And so all this information is free. And the only way they can do that is to get a little bit of help from everybody, or they're going to have to go to subscription based. And that's not something that they want to do. So if you have a couple
Yeah.
bucks, go hit that GoFundMe
White
link right
flag,
there and throw it
13.
to them. And it's a tremendous help. So that's why they're doing that, just to keep it free for
34
everybody.
row, 96
And they
in the
appreciate
pit road.
everybody's help with that, I know.
Well, there's the link again. I put it down there in the chat for everyone to see, and obviously everybody on Facebook side, you can go to Motor Sim Racing Magazine. They have a Facebook over there. Just
Checker
search on
flag,
it.
13.
So awesome. But Andrew Canelli, you talk about it. Even though he spun like he did, he put that thing on point up there. So him and his
Green
Ricky
flag,
Bobby
34.
machine looking very good so far on pole.
Yeah, looking good. I believe Matt Hoover's out on the track right now. Well, where he go? He's second.
Yep.
So, yep, Andrew with a 211. Hoover got a 225. And Kenneth Yachts in third with his 325. So,
Awesome.
White flag,
Well-
34.
Waylon Lamb's out there in the chat.
he's always in the chat.
I know. Speed
96
Racer, what's
row,
going on, man?
19
How you
in the pit
doing?
road.
Look at the 31's paint job. 31. Who was 31?
Yeah, that was Andrew Canali and the.
Oh, that
the
was.
Ricky
Okay.
Ricky Bobby throw
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Okay,
I think
my bad.
we're a little behind on the.
I am. I'm sorry.
There's
Good
too
morning.
much to do, people. Okay. Just be patient with us.
Yeah.
Green flag,
yeah.
96.
If we ignore your comment, it's not on purpose, or it could be. It's just up to you to decide.
We try not to, but you know, things
We
happen.
might be ignoring Waylon on purpose as the race
Yeah.
goes on.
Ain't nobody won't talk to him.
Yeah, he got his fancy little V3s now, like I got, and he wants to go fast, but
White flag, 96.
he's not. Kind of take a little break from racing and all that good stuff, but
Now,
You know.
see, that's
19
another thing. I
seven
saw
staging.
that. The man goes out, big money master out there, buys these fancy A wheel, or actually pedals, excuse me, and all, and he's not out here racing. What?
well,
Checker
yeah,
flag,
he's got
96.
now he's got the Cadillac mentality, right? So he's got the fancy stuff. He just don't want to drive it all that much.
No,
You don't want to
Lord,
keep putting the
Green
miles
flag,
on.
19.
my-
He's saving it for the big races. You know what I mean? Like when the
Oh,
check
Lord.
is on the line, he makes sure that they have his address and all that good stuff. Then he'll break them out. It just ain't for
Okay.
everyday drive. It's not his everyday
Ah.
driver. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah. He's,
White flag, 19.
yeah.
Wow.
Daily driver's sitting in the closet now, so got that fancy thing out there, and it's only for special occasions, evidently.
Well, we do. I mean, we do. I mean, we do miss old Waylon and Aaron out here, and I guess Blake is still dealing with some school stuff.
Checker flag, 19.
Yeah,
That's
he's
quick
still got
time.
more important things going
That's cool.
on than this. That racing's fun. That's what it's supposed to be. You got other things
Green
in life
flag,
that are way
7.
more important than this. So
Absolutely.
that's where his focus needs to be right now.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that either, man. Like I say, everybody's got life things. And I was talking to John. I've talked to many people. All I got's time, man. They that old saying, they said, man, time is money. Well, I guess
You're
I
the
should
richest
be
man I ever met.
You ain't lying. That's what I'm saying. I still
White
probably should be the
flag
richest guy around, but feel pretty poor at times. But I definitely got time. So, but yeah, hey man, I tell you what, we're here in qualifying. Mike T. Bruno, he laid down man, look at that time he laid down up there. Wow.
Yep. And I'm gonna tell you what, Bruno got some good practice time, man. We did a race here Friday night. It's not
Checker flag 7.
broadcast, that the league that we're in, and we raced here Friday night.
The Hollywood Series.
Congratulations,
The
Mike
Hollywood
Bruno.
Series, that's right.
You're the
And
Bertie's Construction
I wound up
Monday Night
finishing
Thunder
third.
poster.
Was up there running second with Mike Bruno, and
One
so
quick thing, guys.
he was
Watch the
fast.
comments.
So he got some good practice in that night.
You can get booed for that as well. Plus,
Well-
sponsorship award, it goes against that as well. Be nice what you
We're
say
going to
each
try
other.
to get a talk with Mike T. Bruno right here. Right already,
With that,
race
I'm gonna let
director's
it roll
talking.
over to 33 minutes lapse time, and then we're gonna roll.
All right, see if we can get a talk with Mike T. Bruno. Nice pole
Appreciate
winner
it,
here
Mike.
at Richmond. Mike T. Bruno, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Thank you, Spence.
Mike T. Bruno, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Joe.
All right, Mike. Well, that is a stellar, bad, fast time for the Traxxas RC truck you got running around out there tonight here. Richmond International Speedway, under the lights. Tell us, man, how that thing felt, man, bringing it, powering it around here at this track.
Man, I'll tell you, it felt pretty damn good. I was a little worried about getting loose going into one. It's a little treacherous on entry and exit, but really happy with how this truck performed, and hopefully we can bring it home tonight.
Man, that is awesome. Well, I tell you what, looking very good. And I love the Traxxas because, well, when I raced a lot, that's the one I used to run. A lot of the Traxxas, man. I love the RC cars, and that's why I call you a little RC truck out here running around all night long. Guys, we got 200 laps of Richmond International Speedway. We had an off night last night. You should be refreshed, re-energized. And I know Kenneth Yance out there, that man don't need to be re-energized. He's pumped up all the time. So, with that said, I'm Joe White with John T. Wimps up here in the booth. I'm ready and excited, pumped up. The fans out here ready and excited, pumped up. I hope each and every one of you drivers, all 32 of you mad men tonight under the lights, are ready, pumped up, because we got 200 laps of Richmond International Speedway, folks. And it's going to be exciting. Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder tonight, Richmond, live here, and it's going to be exciting. See you at the end of 200, and good luck, gentlemen. How was that?
That was perfect, Joe. You're the consummate professional.
I just wanted to get some guys pumped up, man. That's all. And I love trying to get these guys pumped up. And we got some guys out here. Oh, wow, we got a first-timer out here I've never seen. Girl Gamer. Good luck to my husband, John. We finally get to meet the significant other to John Nedlinger. Did I get that right, by the way? Nedlinger?
Yeah. Yeah, you got that
Awesome.
right.
See? I'm learning something. I could be taught every once in a while. Well, we want to welcome you out there, Girl
Blind
Gamer.
squirrel. Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Absolutely. Well, Gator Boy, I don't want to miss your comment out there. It scrolled up on me there a little bit. I was in the middle of talking. Says, what's up, Joe? Dwayne, number 81. So I'm taking you are Dwayne, number 81 out here? Or are you just saying you're Dwayne? That's who you're going for? Because I don't see an 81. Do you see an 81?
No, I see a 71.
Yeah, I don't see an 81. And Timothy, here's the thing, Tim, why you always picking the pole sitters, man? He's always about them pole sitters, ain't he?
Yeah, he likes the front runners.
Absolutely. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, you know, we like Eric Tesh, which we ain't really talked much about him because he qualified 13th tonight. He
that's
Eric Tesh. Eric
that's
Tesh.
Dwayne from Extreme. So maybe you know who that is.
Oh, Dwayne. Dwayne Culberson. That's right. Okay. All right, Dwayne Culberson. What's going on, man? What's going on, IU? Wayne? Yeah, they starting to talk up Cool Breeze now. Yeah, Dwayne Culberson. Over there, man, from Extreme. All right, cool. Heck yeah, man. Welcome. Tonight we got 32 trucks, man, about to power around Richmond International Speedway, folks. Well, I'm going to tell you what, I am getting very, very excited about this. And you're right, that's 72, man. Don't count out Kenneth Yance. He starts 6 here on the grid tonight. Looked very good in practice. Very good, man. And qualifying, the biggest thing, though, I know John, he'll get his love of analysis is what I like to call it in on this track tonight, because 200 laps, a lot of things are going to happen, and sometimes you can be the fastest guy, but I'm going to tell you, this place can change in a heartbeat.
Oh, it definitely does, and this track actually does over the long run. So 200 laps is a long way to go, and you're going to see it. You know, these guys can run hard for, you know, about, I would say, 5 to 7 laps. After that, you need to start being really careful, especially on exit off of 4. You got to just squeeze that throttle a little bit. And the other thing is your brake bias, you know, how you got that adjusted as well. You know, you could have too much in the rear. You might see a guy going down into 1, get a ride, you know, a run on somebody, and grab those brakes and lock it up and spin himself out trying to stay off of somebody else. So this track can make for a lot of action, but also makes for a lot of trouble. But coming off of 4, the good thing is if somebody spins, as long as nobody's down there underneath you, that's pretty much a self-cleaning deal. So if a guy comes off single file and spins, as long as everybody slows up a little bit, he can get out of the way.
Absolutely. Well, that's the name of the game here. Like you say, that's good information to know, man, going throughout this race, because we've got 32 machines out here. As we're getting set here to go green flag, folks. They're rolling it over here as our the lights on that pace car. The crowd forms in here tonight under the lights. I'm getting pumped up. I hope each and every one of you are getting pumped up, because, man, we're about to get set here. So, well, that said, let's start out with the grid in order here, because we got a big one here tonight, putting it on pole in the Tractus RC machine. That'd be Mike T. Bruno right there. Andrew Canelli. Hey, he didn't need much of a Ricky Bobby, because, well, he Ricky Bobbied that thing up and put it on the front row right there, starting second. Mad Hoover and the Bertie's construction machine right there, starting third. Ryan Broderick in fourth. Tyler Justice, we call him Mr. Excitement, man, has been on a tear the last couple weeks, starting fifth. And old Mr. Excitement, Motor Sim Racing Magazine himself, Kenneth Yon starting sixth. Blake Fillon, seventh. Corey Walters starting in eighth. Jason Alexander in ninth. An old newcomer there, Aiden Young with Iceman Motorsports and the Gale Toyota, rounds out the top 10. And as we look through this field here, any one of these 32 drivers here tonight, John, can bring it home, because, man, this is a star-studded field. I know we have our favorites. I know the viewers have their favorites. And I know we see a lot of guys, some of them, you know, win a couple weeks in a row or whatnot. But, man, it's still a long season and a lot of fast guys out here.
Yeah, it definitely is. And just to, you know, a couple mention names that we need to mention. Excuse me, I'll get myself together in a minute. We got David Levine in 11th, starting 11th. Eric Teschke in 13th. Ryan Daniels is 15th. You know, hoping for a good run for him tonight, obviously, in his Gale Toyota machine. Spence Thompson, the champ, starting 18th, and Kyle Pokrefke starting 19th. And Kyle has had some very good runs here as of late in the last couple of weeks. So we've got some good guys back here, very fast machines, guys that find their way to the front, that are starting in the back and going to have to find their way up. Or DJ Hargrove starting 24th. Robbie Buckner 26th. So got some guys that know how to get up front there, but going to have to work their way through traffic, and that can be very, very difficult to do here.
Yeah, you're right. Very difficult to do here. So we're getting set here to go roll off on the pace car here, folks. I tell you what, boy, I got goosebumps, man, just by listening to these guys about to take off here. All 32 of these machines are going to storm around this. Like, what was the name of this one? It's a short track with a super speedway mentality.
Speedway mentality.
There
yeah.
you go. Yeah. Had to get it out. Mom, sorry about that. Like John sometimes, man, that just doesn't work.
We get it together. We got to get warmed up too. You know, you got to get the cars warmed up. We got to get warmed up, and we'll be ready to go. But very excited, man, for this race tonight here. Sponsored by Bertie's Construction. Got that Bertie's truck right there at 13 of Matt Hoover, starting behind Mike Bruno, who knows how to get around this place. And quite honestly, if I had to put my money on somebody, the 19 would probably be the one tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, the 19's looking very good. I'll always stick to my Eric Test. I recommend that guy. He knows how to pull it up. If we get some long green flag runs, definitely, man, like no other. He probably could. Like old Timothy said, light the fires and kicking the tires. We're about to get set here under the lights. Richmond International Speedway. We got a heck of a crowd in the stands. Heck of a crowd of viewers out here watching tonight. If you're over on Facebook Live, definitely shoot us a message over there. Get with you after the stream, as we appreciate all the viewers at the end on that end too. So, about to get set here, John.
It's going to be exciting. And that first run down into turn one right there, got to be patient here. We got a long way to go.
Absolutely here. Pace car takes that hard left turn in pit road. Going to send these monster machines a-flying. I call them the monster trucks here tonight right there. Kenneth Yance on the outside, but you got the 32 up top right there. They're taking off. Mike T. Bruno gets a good jump, and this whole field stacked up, nose to tail, and two decked side by side going up through all the way back.
Yeah, Bruno got a good start right there, but all these guys up here being a little patient. Got one car back there a little squirrely. These guys are kind of fighting for position in the back. They know they got to get up to the front, and we got Tyler Justice inside the 13 going to get that position away.
Yeah, right there, man. You got the 34 machine. That's the Tide machine. I hope Robert Boyer, if he's out there, he'd be cheering up cool as a breeze over that one, because they got a 4-truck breakaway up front right now. Then you got 2 stacked behind them. Bertie's Construction there, man. Looks like that's David Richards. Didn't get the run he wanted. They go Kenneth Yance on the inside, taking that spot away, and he gets it up in the top 5.
It does. They're scrolling through the field here. We got Spence Thompson running in 11th right now. Got the 96 of Eric Teschke coming up on him, and Brad P. Wilson behind him in the 15. A little slow coming off the turn right there.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the 7-truck spun.
Oh, that's Mr. Excitement himself there, Tyler Justice. So no caution. Well, I was going to say no caution, but then as soon as I said that, caution came out. So let's go on the replay. So, man, that start right there, boy, I tell you, folks, I'm going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time. I am going to try to keep up with all this action, but with 32 machines around this short of a track, it's going to be very hard. And, man, he spun right in front of the Bertie's Construction machine. And a good job of avoiding him. He didn't hit anything, so that's good. Hopefully it didn't damage the truck or anything there. But, man, that could have been disastrous. He spun right in front of the whole field.
He did, but I'll tell you, the great thing about this track and the banking that they got at Richmond is you can do exactly what that 7 just did and dirt track that thing around there, and the guys have got to pay attention. You got to let up and just let them get out of the way, because trying to get around them, you're not going to, you're going to hit them. So everybody there did a great job. Tyler did a good job trying to dirt track that thing and hold on to it. Didn't hit anything. You know, no harm, no foul, just entered that turn just a little too fast.
Well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and get a talk with old Matt Hoover himself. We talked about it last week. That man actually owns Bertie's Construction, what is the main title sponsor here tonight of Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder. So let's see, can we get a talk with him right now, because currently he's in 3rd.
Thank you.
Matt Hoover, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha, Joe.
Well, Matt, I tell you what, right now you got that Bertie's Construction machine, man, hauling, but that was a close call up there with the number 7 spun. Good job to avoid him, as always. How's the truck feel? I know we've only run a couple laps here under the lights, but how's it feeling out there so far?
You know, to be honest, Joe, like you said, I don't know. We've only run 1-2 laps. By the looks of it, that's going to happen on the 2nd lap. We could be in for a long night.
All right, well, I tell you got a lot of cars, a lot of trucks, and a lot of fast ones out there nonetheless here. Very tight conditions here tonight, but hey, congratulations for being up in 3rd like you are right now, and keep that Bertie's Construction machine, man, hauling around here tonight, Matt.
10-4, thanks, Joe.
All right, gentlemen, man, What a heck of a start. You know, as always, I got to say, I'll see you at the end of 200. Keep them fenders and lug nuts on these things here tonight. Richmond International Speedway, we're under the lights. And what, tell you what, we got the viewers, they excited too. And ready to go back green flag racing? All right, there you go. He's pumped up. Really didn't have a really explanation of what's going on yet. Haven't ran that many laps, obviously.
Yeah, you haven't. You got to let the tires, get up to temperature and everything. And we know Tyler Justice is one of those that is not going to wait. He's going to go. And if it sticks, it sticks. And if it don't, it don't. So that's just his mentality. And sometimes it pays off and other times it doesn't. But you know what? He learns from it every time. So, but good run so far. Bruno being up front, he knows how to get around here super fast. I had a great race with him Friday night. We got the 09 of Aiden Young, another Gale Toyota machine out here. Running second, Matt Hoover, Blake Fallone, Kenneth Johnson fifth.
Absolutely. All right, well, we're about to get set here to go green flag racing here soon, and you're right. Look at that. Look who's out in the chat. Just Christy.
Well, of course she is.
Yes. Rooting
She
on
better
the man.
be anyway. He's up there. You better be out there.
Well, you know what? Well, I'll tell you here as soon as we go back to green flag racing. I don't want to talk while we're doing that, but because these guys about here, like I said, we're getting set here to go. Mike T. Bruno and the Traxxas RC machine. This guy's a little truck running around. Aiden Young, the newcomer. I'm telling you, he's fast. I've seen him at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. I've seen him come out here, so he might be a dark horse for the Iceman Motorsports coming here tonight in that Gale Toyota machine. It might pull it off, and these guys might not want to see this, but right now he's looking very good. So he takes the second spot away from Matt Hoover, who is running third. Kenneth Johnson right there in fourth, and a man in fifth place, Blake Fallon. But like I was saying, I want to say I appreciate all the family members of these drivers out here, because I think it's the coolest thing in the world when you see family members out here, rooting on their drivers. Oh, and Aiden's in the wall.
Yeah, I was watching that, trying to let you finish that because it is a nice gesture. Good for them to be out here supporting them. But Aiden did a good job, kept it up out of the groove and stayed up there against the wall. Put the truck in the wall, but stayed out of everybody's way.
All right, well, we'll go back on the replay. It didn't cause caution. We'll go on a replay just to watch it here and just kind of give the viewers an idea. Because like I say, I was rambling on, but definitely like to give a shout out to all the viewers and stuff. But yeah, he's up there and he just drove it in hard. Oh, boom, just touched that wall. Now I guess the good side of that, he's got a fast fix. The bad side is he lost and went all the way back to 12th spot. So he's got time though. I mean, folks, there's a lot of time here. But Mike T. Bruno, man who's on a mission. He's got that thing with the lipos, man, fired up tonight, ready to go. Cool atmosphere here. I didn't ask you, what's the track temperature out here tonight?
It's 81.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
Yeah. The ambience 80, tracks 81 degrees, and 6 mile per hour wind. Wind doesn't play too much of a factor here.
Yeah. All right, well, right now, Eric Tesh, man, the man I'm always kind of woo, and we know Iceman for the Netherlands, and I know it's not Netherlands, it's Netherlands, but it's like Netherlands. But that guy, talk about dedication, man, real quick, he's got the Pippin Pig out there again. I get a kick out of that truck. But dedication, he is from the Netherlands, folks, actually, and that's really where he's from. And so, we're on the east coast of the USA. Me and John is, and a lot of these guys are all over the USA. But right now, we're East Coast time. I'm at 10:05. He's, 5 hours ahead of us?
Yep, 5 hours ahead.
Wow. See, that's dedication. And the other night, me and John, it's probably one of the longest races we've done in a while. That thing didn't get until like 12:30 at night, our time. And Eric Tesh ran that whole thing. It was like, 6 o'clock in the morning over there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. So what are you seeing out here on the field, man? I tell you what, it looks like they're spread out in the top, maybe all the way to top 10, top 15 and stuff. I'm going through the field here looking back. David Haza right there in 11th. Spence Thompson right there in 10th. Well, John Sturgis. Right now, these guys been pretty respectful nonetheless here at this short track.
Yeah, a lot of patience right here, and got my eye on the 13 of Matt Hoover running in 5th as he's behind the 11 of Blake Fallone here fighting for that 4th spot. He's been up on the bumper of the 11 a couple times, and just can't quite get around him yet, but is going to get a run at him here, I believe, going down into 1. And the caution's out.
Yeah, I was watching, unfortunately, the 07 of Ryan W. Daniels. Okay, I see why. He was slow. There was no caution and was fanning through the field. He actually self-spun it. Now, is that something we're going to see tonight here, John? I mean, like I say, you're my statistician, so to speak, here. And what we've seen so far, this guy's just losing it right here. Watching this replay of Ryan, and he goes into the turn. Looks pretty good as he's going in there right now, and then comes off of it to, I'm going to say, like a little tri-oval, whatnot, and just loses it. Goes on the infield.
Yeah, I'm looking at. He wasn't what brought out the caution though.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, I'm watching the 7 of Tyler Justice here. Was running 14th. Him and the 17 make contact, and both spin out and take some other trucks with them.
All right. Well, then let's go back on him on the replay. The reason I said that is because I actually saw.
Yeah, lap
Ryan
17 in turn 3 and 4.
All right. Oh yeah, that's a big crash. Just several trucks, man. Oh wow. All right, we're rewinding it back here for him. We might not get to talk to anybody on this replay or this caution by the time we get done watching everything. But I'd rather for the viewers to see the action here, man, on this track, because we're watching Tyler Justice, and he just drove it in the turn a little bit, looks like, and he had to check up there at one point.
It looks like he just pushed up the track a little bit, like didn't overdrove the corner, or his brake bias is on his right rear a little too much, and that can make the nose slide up the track.
Yeah, well, Mr. Excitement is having too much excitement out here tonight, as he is not liking this track so far. It's not liking him. And unfortunately, well, we gotta say it. We gotta say it, because the 31 was involved in that. So, Andrew Kennelly might be on fire out there, folks. And he's going to ask Michael Redding and Bradley Wilson, help me, man, help me.
He's going to, y'all are wrecking my life.
Yeah.
he wanted us to make a bunch of,
he did,
I don't know, quotes from the movie or whatever. So we're doing what we can, but
I've never seen it, so I'm doing what I can.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate for you.
Well, look, man, oh, Lord. Well, right now, David A. Levine, and I'll tell you what, we call him the closer. He's actually got a realtor right there. He's up front. I don't know if he pitted or not, but he's up front.
He had an incident earlier that we missed. I don't know what happened, whether he had contact or what, but he went through the infield there and was in the back.
Ah, okay. Well, right now, he is he's the man on point up front, and old Kenneth Young's right there. And I got a feeling that the lights on the pace car is going to go out this time, or I'd get a talk with him. Maybe we'll get him on the next caution. We had multiple replays on that caution, and that's some of the bad things about short track racing here is cautions go by so quick by the time we get done watching all the darn replays. So, but hey, I want to appreciate the viewers. Man, love it. Each and every week, man, y'all guys are awesome, man, coming out here. We've got a good crowd out here tonight watching us here under the lights. Richmond International Speedway, you're about to see these monster trucks do 200 laps, and they're either going to do 200 laps of racing or 200 laps of some demo derby. Don't know which one yet.
They'll get it squared away and get to racing here. You always have a tough time in these short tracks getting the feel for it and get your braking points down, and everybody wants to run different. Some guys want to run hard, some take your time. You just have to figure it out and just go from there.
Absolutely. Well, riding along with Eric Tesh right here, starting in fourth in the Pep and Pig machine. And everybody likes hammy ham. Actually, I had a hammy ham yesterday, Waylon. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you that. And the pace car's in. David A. Levine takes off. Mike T. Bruno's right there, right along with old Eric Tesh here in the, I call this the dash cam. Brought it back. Guys really liked it, man, from some other races. I thought, well, okay, cool. We'll implement it in here because it kind of gives you a good representation of what these guys see firing off down in these turns, John. And right now, I'll tell you what, Mr. Energizer Bunny up there, Motor Sim Racing Magazine himself, Kenneth Yance, is looking awful happy, man, going up front.
Yeah, doing a great job right now. We know David's out there on his old tires, so just looking for track position. If another caution comes out, in a couple laps, might play in his favor. But we know David's going to, consummate professional here, going to get out of the way and just try to turn some laps here.
Absolutely. Right now, just fanning through the field, still hanging on to his dash cam here, looking at some of the guys. Blake Fallon in 5th place right there, looking very good. He's right behind the Bertie's Construction Machine and number 13, and Matt Hoover. And he's right there on the back deck lid. Now, Bradley P. Wilson, look at that, right there in 6th spot. Actually looking very, very good. He's got the BA Graphics Machine. He just moved up into 6th over David A. Levine, who just dropped to 7th. So, a couple old veterans here for the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder. You got Bradley P. Wilson, Spence Thompson, which is the champ of this series, defending champ from last series, and David A. Levine all running right there nose to tail.
Yeah, they got the 34 Ryan Broderick getting ready to move up on the inside of Levine here. Just bringing a train of trucks with him right here, as he's going to have Brian Harford in the 71, Davis Richards 51, and is that Heiza in the 62?
Yep. Heiza. I get a kick out of that last name too.
Yeah, so many ways we could take that name, but we won't because we're professionals.
Well, we are, yeah. We don't want to offend anybody. But right now, he's doing a darn good job out there.
And we got a caution.
Oh, we did. Oh, yeah. And actually, that happened right behind him.
Looking, and let's see. Oh, there's a truck back there. And now he's gone.
I want to say... Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to replay it back. Because we was riding along with...
Oh, the 4 is spinning around.
That's what I thought it was.
Self-spin on the 4 says race control.
Alright. Yep, right there he is. The number 4 machine. Well, not having a night he wants either. If I can find the number 4 machine. Sure it's number 4?
Yes. Yeah, race control called it. Self-spin on the 4, and I caught the tail end of him spinning himself back around.
Ah, yeah. Well, that's John. Ooh, man, I tell you what, a girl gamer don't want to see that one out there. So he wasn't running too bad. Puts him a lap down, though. Now, granted, he has enough time. He's got a fast fix and everything, so awesome.
Long way to go. Long way to go.
Waylon says we look good, and we sound better than ever. I appreciate it.
He didn't say we look good. He said the stream looks good.
Well, that means we look good.
Well, I'll tell you what, your shoulder's getting a workout the last couple of weeks, buddy.
Oh, Lord.
I bet you got a big old handprint on your back there somewhere.
Yeah, you know. I put one.
See what happens, Waylon? You see what I'm working with here? You try to give the man a compliment, and he takes it the extra mile.
That's because they told me to. See, there you go.
Here comes the parental thing. What if everybody jumped off a bridge? Would you do
yeah. Now I get that.
Like, if it looks fun, yeah, I will.
Before it was, Joe, you need to start doing that. Now it's, well, now look, if everybody played in the darn street, would you go play in the street?
It looks like fun. Probably going to happen.
Well, tonight, I'll tell you what looks like fun is these guys are having a ball under the lights here at Richmond International Speedway. Now, let's see if we can't get a talk with old Kenneth Yance here. Motor Sim Racing Magazine himself, that old fired up Energizer Bunny. He had his holiday yesterday, Easter Bunny, so we can't get a talk with him right fast. Kenneth Yance, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Joe. How about this, brother?
Well, how about this? He's sitting in second place right now, running behind that old Traxxas man machine out front who's running his little RC truck, looking very good in that Motor Sim Racing Magazine. Obviously, though, it's the Traders Taters Superstore tonight. Actually, real smart. I'll let you tell us what they're here in just a second. But Just Christy out here in the chat says she's cheering you on. How's that truck feel tonight, man?
Well, the Tate Supermarket Chevrolet Silverado feels good, Joe, but, I mean, let me just say a few things here. Mike Bruno, Eric Tess, Matt Hoover, these are guys I normally don't get to race with unless they're laughing me, so it's just an honor to be up here with them right now, brother.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, real quick, before y'all get to go set back green flag racing, you keep the fenders and lug nuts on that thing. Gentlemen, have a good race. Caught that one real quick there. So we go back green flag racing. Mike T. Bruno, and I tell you what, that guy is always fired up, folks. That's just how he is, day in and day out. And old Groove Egg out there, Miss Just Christy, she probably can contest to that. Guy's got a good attitude, man. He's up here and he enjoys it too. That's another thing. Whether he's doing good or not, John, the man still is a constant professional, and he has a good time doing it.
And he's a very good sportsman, you know, get caught up in other people's incidents a lot. You know, I know we say that a lot. And he never complains. Everything's just cool, man. Just keep racing and have fun, and that's what he does.
Absolutely. Right now, he's got the Tate Supermarket from Hartford, Alabama, right there along for the ride for him tonight. And he's having a ride of his life here right now. Didn't get the start that he wanted. Matt Hoover right there up underneath him in the Bertie's construction machine here for the night for the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder. So old Mal Kenneth Johnson on the outside right there trying to hang on, but he's looking very good right now. He is in the top 10, or top 5, excuse me. Looking good, but old Christy out there said that, hey, that guy in the truck didn't look like him.
Well, everything can't be perfect.
Do we need to paint a mustache or something on him?
I mean, you know, iracing and trading paints can only do so much, you know what I mean? If we could have our faces on this, nobody'd ever watch it.
Heck no. Why do you think I don't have my webcam hooked up while I'm broadcasting?
Yeah, I know. Waylon said something about implementing face cams. Nobody wants that, dude.
Heck no, man. But, you know, I've seen some guys, I thought about, I said, you know what, we can get a picture of ourselves. I can put us up, announcing team for the night here and have our pictures up there. But I'm thinking, man, nobody want to see my ugly mutt. If you want to see what I look like, go Joe White on Facebook, or actually go to OSR Network. You can click on my name, Joe White, on there. And then go to Facebook, and I got pictures of me all over. Me, my kids, my wife, and my dogs, and everything else. And he'll give you a good explanation. Then come back and ask me if you want to see my mug on the screen.
Oh, we got a truck hard in the wall back here.
Oh, what we got?
You started talking about how ugly you are, and he couldn't take it, and he slammed the wall.
Who is it?
I'm trying to find out here. Patience is a virtue, my friend.
I understand. A lot of trucks, man.
Oh, wait. Well, it's not the 4. Let's see.
69? Because I see him on my chart here that's off pace, time-wise.
It looked like a black truck to me, so.
Black truck. All right, I'll tell you what, 69's off pace a little bit, so I'll go back on him, replay it, then we'll try to go from there, see if we can find a truck spinning.
No, okay, no, it's not. The 23.
Okay. All right. Well, under caution again. And that's Jason Burgess. And he is definitely in a black truck. And Just Christy out there said, only the announcers can be perfect. Thank you.
Man, that's not true either.
Come on now. Well, watching this replay as he just punched that wall. Wow. Maybe he got scared.
He just got loose. I don't know what thing just snapped on him right there.
Well, let me ask you, John. You know, like I say, you you're from Virginia, obviously Martinsville area, and I mean, is this track? And obviously, you raced the other night under some of these conditions. Is this track? Is this maybe that temperature? Because what we're seeing is a lot of guys just getting loose coming off the turns.
Well, it's all about your throttle control and your steering input. Here, you've got to steer the car with, finesse. You can't be overly aggressive and really jerking on it, and you can't mat the throttle. You really got to take it easy here and be easy on and easy off the throttle, and just let it set. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense there. You can't mat it because the truck is getting so loose. You got your wheel input, and here you've got a lot of input trying to come off that turn there. And right where he was at is where you're starting to straighten up a little bit. If you mat it, you're just going to spin yourself out. So you've really got to give it about a quarter throttle to maybe a half, and then as you start going, then get back in it. As the tires wear, you've got to manage that throttle much better than you did when they're fresh tires.
Sorry about that, John. I'm just listening again, you know, but Waylon out there talking about you got to go fast to go fast. Well,
yeah. Ask him how it worked out for him Friday.
How'd that work out for you Friday? Uh-oh. What I missed?
I'm just giving him a hard time. It wasn't all his fault, really. He got caught up in some junk Friday night, man. He'd get up front, and I'd see him coming. I'd say, just go, because he was fast. But I think, I believe he got caught up in some mess there. So, well, we know you turn the wheel to turn a truck, Waylon. Say something else that everybody doesn't know.
Yeah, you got to have tires on it, man, to be able to make it go round and round.
Add something to the broadcast, Waylon.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Like, you ever heard of that? Make the truck go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the truck going round
Change
and round.
Waylon's name to Captain Obvious.
Hey, that was a good show, man, on 106. Remember when he used to have that? That was awesome.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll be, well, wait till we go green flag.
I think you're showing your age now.
Well, no, I'll tell you. Actually, it was back in the 90s, so it wasn't too bad. But hang on, I'll tell you where it's at. Going green flag racing. Yeah, Bradley Wilson out front, man. He must have not have did a pit stop here on or something, but Davis Richards right there, right behind him, the other Bertie's construction machine, looking very good. And old Robbie Buckner, boy, we ain't talking about him much tonight, but that cat started 26 right there, currently third, looking very, very good. But he has got a Traxxas eating machine right there coming behind him, and the number 19 of Mike T. Bruno, and the Iceman from the Neverlands is right there. And you got the Energizer Bunny. Well, he's cranked up and ready to go tonight. That's Kenneth Yance, Motor Sim Racing Magazine himself. And oh, look at that, Ryan W. Daniels bouncing back up top.
Yeah, Ryan did a great job there coming from the back to get up here. So, Gale Toyota machine working for him right now.
Absolutely. He's got the Pokemon beside of it. Hopefully, man, he ain't out there trying to do battle with Pikachu or whatnot, or he's not going to get no nails from the Bertie construction machine. Right now, he's riding behind. That would actually be the number 94, Robbie Buckner. Robbie Buckner's got a nice looking paint job on that machine tonight. I really love that. That he's got right now. Him and the Pokemon machine are inside door to door wheeling around here at Richmond International Speedway under the lights, folks. And it's been a tremendous race. Lap 47 to 200. These guys are putting it to the win tonight so far.
Yeah, we get under caution again.
Uh-oh.
Looks like the 12, 23, 21 are involved.
It's going to be Corey Walters, at least, is one of them there. Corey Walters. Yeah, he's all tore up. So back on the replay here real quick. But now just real quick on that Mr. Obvious. Look it up online. Mr. Obvious 106.5 radio, Charlotte, North Carolina. And you'll see what I'm talking about. They did some skits and stuff about Mr. Obvious. It's funny. It's just hilarious. Gotcha. It's hilarious. You get some time, sometime you need to check that out. So, right now, you got time.
So the 12 and the 17 made a little contact there. Looks like Corey didn't think they were going to try to make it 3 wide. 17 was right there, but thought he had him cleared and just got hooked in the right rear.
Oh, yeah, and it wasn't much contact. Oh, man, he just hit the wall, bounced off, and unfortunately, Ricky Bobby of Andrew Kennelly, man, is upside down. He's definitely on fire again and out there yelling for some more help, man, from Bradley P. Wilson. And I'll tell you what, his Richmond nights is not doing very well for him tonight. There ain't going to be no victory celebration there as he's having a time. Maybe he needs to just go can that paint job because it ain't doing him much tonight.
Yeah. And he's actually asking for help on the race chat. Said he's on fire. Oh, wait.
Yeah, somebody get an ambulance for that boy, because, boy, he needs something out there.
Folks, you got to have fun with it, or this will be boring, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
We could just sit up here and talk like this and be super boring. And then
we're going into turn 1.
Nobody would listen. People may not be listening anyway. They might have us muted and just watching the cars go around, but whatever.
That's true. Now, I never thought about that. Yeah, you might be right.
Whatever floats your boat as long as you're watching. Because these guys do a
right.
great job, and they care about putting on a good show for the viewers here. And it's only going to get better as these guys figure the track out and it gets worked in a little bit. You know, they're going to take off. Everything will be just fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, you're talking about, Timothy's talking about if the cautions are going to slow down the race. You darn right it's going to slow down the race pace. That's just real life, really. And anything, it's, You want to give a shout out to Zach Lingering? Well, he's lingering around in the number 14 position right now. Haven't talked much about him. Haven't been up front because normally every time we turn around, he does linger around up front. But,
Good
Bradley
Lord,
Wilson
Waylon Lamb. Waylon Lamb has lost his mind.
He has, man. See, now he's got too much time on his hands.
He does. He's not turning enough laps.
That's it. He needs to get back out on this track so I can talk about out front motorsports. You know, banging it out up here with Mr. Excitement and all them. But no, he would rather sit and eat some Wayland ham and hammy ham at the house.
Yeah, he knows he has the whole ingredient to make a great driver, but he's sitting here on YouTube instead.
That's right.
Think about that.
I appreciate him on YouTube, you know. Love all the viewers, love all the followers. And actually, let's real quick just check maybe over here on the Facebook side real quick, see what we got going on over here. Since we are under caution.
The lights are off.
Yep, I'm about to hit set on the back stretch, so I got a real quick I can look. We got one person over here. Got a couple comments on this side, so I will definitely get to those here shortly on after the race. I want to appreciate the viewers here tonight. Because, man, this has been a thrilling race. It's Richmond. I mean, hey, what do you say?
Oh, you got to love it. Got to love it here. Got Brad Wilson up front, Bruno on the outside.
Absolutely right there. Bradley P. Wilson takes him and storms off as he heads into turn number 1. Right there, Mike T. Bruno and the Traxxas RC truck as he fires off side by side with Bertie's construction. One of them, man, builds things. The other one tries to run over it. But right there, Eric Tisch gets a heck of a run in the Peppa Pig machine. He's got Kenneth Jans, man, right there, Mr. Motor Sim Racing Magazine, and the Tate Superstore machine there behind him looking very, very good. These guys are stacked up too deep. And tell you what, old Davis Richards thinks he's at a dirt track. He almost sideways that thing coming off the turn.
Yeah, you can do that if you're a little too far inside a guy and you got that thing matted. And you got to wheel that thing, but he did a great job here. Kenneth Yant stayed in it, so everybody's still going.
Yes, he did. Might have got a few, nails or 2x4 stuck underneath the tire of that thing or something, because, boy, he is a storming, and we're under caution.
Under caution, and it's Ryan Daniels.
Oh, man, hate to see that, man, because Ryan was having a good race here, and let's go back and starting to see a theme here, John. Single car spins. Thing we had at Texas this past week. Saw a lot of it. Is the track conditions that bad out here? I mean, I ain't really talking to these guys. Oh, he kind of got up in the track there, but he got on the apron a little bit also. But is the track conditions that off for these guys? I didn't really hear a lot of guys complaining or anything.
It's really not. It just changes as the run goes. This track is very, very touchy. I mean, it's, you might run 2 or 3 laps one way, then you got to start running a different way. It's just, like I said, the throttle control and steering input, you've got to be good at it there. But you say the 07 really got down on that apron. It looked like he was trying to stay off of those guys and just ran out of room there.
All right. Well, with that note, let's see if we can't get a talk with Bradley P. Wilson up front here. Bradley P. Wilson says, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Well, I tell you what, right now you got the BA graphics machine looking very good up front right there, trying to hold off a hard charging Mike T. Bruno and Eric Test, the Iceman, there behind you. How's that thing feeling tonight? And we're looking at you as you're riding along with the intensity in your eyeballs, man, inside that machine here. So how you feeling inside that truck here tonight at Richmond?
Man, we feel pretty good, Joe. We stayed out here just to get a bonus point and lead some laps, and these cautions keep falling, I figured we might as well just stay out here. So I hope so not. I really like this place. It seems to fit my driving style somewhat. Had some pretty good luck here Friday night. Learned a lot of stuff to implement over, which is what we're doing.
Well, that's awesome. Well, right now, looking very, very good. Doing it out here tonight under the lights, Richmond International Speedway, folks. And guys, I tell you, it's been an interesting race. Right now we're at lap 57 of 200. So if, hey, it might be a long one, could be a short one, never know. These guys out here in the chat loving every minute of it. Me and John up here, man, we're loving it. So, like I say, keep the lug nuts and them fenders on this thing. See you at lap 200. Gentlemen, good luck. All right. Well, he's feeling pretty confident. Not too bad.
Well, he's got a great strategy. Like you said, you know the cautions are coming right now. You don't want to put yourself back there. So run up front. Even if you give up a couple spots, it's not the end of the world. You're better off up front there. And, after a couple cautions, all these guys in front are going to come in, you're going to come in, and you'll be sitting pretty. So, good strategy on his end.
Well, absolutely. Right now, strategy-wise, has been Bradley Wilson's up front, but Mike T. Bruno and Eric Tesh have been commanding pretty good here so far. Kenneth Yance, definitely, he must have had his Easter Bunny bag yesterday and had a bunch of chocolate because he is fired up and electric tonight in that Tate supermarket machine here. And, his teammates not having the night that he would love to have, but nonetheless, man, Kenneth is having a stellar one here. And then you got Matt Hoover right there rounding out the top 5, John. Well, I tell you, it's just a star stud. That's what I said beforehand. Anybody.
Yeah, we've had some big movers in the field here. Eric Tesh went from 13th to 3rd right now. Spence Thompson, champ, started 18th. He's in 6th. Robbie Buckner started 26th. He's in 9th. Brian Hartford started 17th. He's in 10th. So, had some guys move through the field. Zach Langren started 31st. He's running 13th. So, a lot of these guys working their way up through the field here. They know what they're doing, but got some guys on old tires here like Brad Wilson. So we'll see how it shakes out for him.
Absolutely. As that pace car's going to take that hard left turn off on pit road, send these monster trucks a flying. Bradley P. Wilson, he storms off right there. Mike T. Bruno's behind him in the Traxxas RC machine that he's got. But Eric Tesh in the Peppa Pig, he's looking very good. He's out there oink-oinking around this track all night long. Right now we're riding along with Matt Hoover at the dash cam. And just Christy, that comment, I'll just leave that alone.
I just looked at it.
Yeah, I know. That's bad. But anyways, hey, right now.
Mike Bruno takes the lead. All right, people. Time to get back to real life professionalism here. All right, Bruno's in the lead. Takes it away from Wilson. Got Eric Tesh inside of him right here. And Eric's probably going to get by him here on the inside as they go down into 1.
Yeah, it is. When he knew that probably was only, on borrowed time, so to speak. Right now, look at that. Spence Thompson, the champ is what I call him, because he is a defending champ here at the Bertie's Construction.
The 11 gets plumb sideways out there.
All right, well, let's go on the 11 and see what happens. You're watching Big Guys back up. Like I said, there's so much action going on. That's usually what we do here. We have, John, he checks out. And he takes the 17, several other trucks with him, so let's watch the replay. But just real quick, that's how we do it here, is because there's so much action going on the track. I'm trying to cover the front and stuff like that in the middle. And John's looking through the field. Sometimes I'll be fanning through the field, and he's up front. And you just never know what action is. Right now, Blake Phelan, he's in that Pokemon machine. And he just lost it coming off the turn. And then nowhere to go. Oh, and DJ Hargrove, man, oh no. And I think that was also, that looked like Aiden Young.
David Heisa got involved. 7 got involved. 17 back there. So several cars here got taken out as his smartphone told him that the Pokemon he was looking for was up there in the stands, and he turned right.
She ain't lying. He went looking for him, and
that is my knowledge of that game, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I know.
My oldest plays it, and I'm like, well, whatever. Is it 5 cautions? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll throw up this nice little summary thing here that I'll pat myself on the back that I made again. And I did that because I knew John would get a reaction. I did that on purpose. but Race summary, 63 laps completed, 200, 4 lead changes, and 7 cautions. So, a little bit off on our Timothy. Yeah, a little bit higher than what we normally would have. And hey, it's Richmond. It's under the lights. Man, wow.
All right, Christy, I'll tell you what to do. Talking about how it's cutting off the lap count. If you run it in theater mode, if you look at the bottom right corner of the YouTube thing, it'll say theater mode or full screen. Obviously, the picture and all is going to be a little bit smaller, but you can see everything and it's very clear. You'll see all that. Or you have to adjust the settings on your TV to make that smaller so it will fit.
She needs to get like Kenneth Yost in there in the living room. Tell him to fix that stuff before the race now. Hammy Ham go. Yeah, man, shoot, I'll be out there, man. Right now, the Peppa Pig machine, he's in second. He got all the Hammy Ham anybody needs out there. He's got a pig on his truck. Well, Tim, John knows, like I say, a lot of the analysis stuff here, and you say 7, wow. 32 trucks, and I'm going to tell you, that's 32 mean machines out here under what I will say, not bad race conditions. Probably attractive feels pretty good. Under the lights, they're all fast. They're all right there near each other. What we've seen is a lot of single car spins. See, that's what I was talking about John about that's what we saw at Texas last week, was everybody coming out of turn 2 of turn 4, losing it. Well, it seems like here, as you hit that apron, they're losing a lot of it too. So,
right. And see, they changed how all these cars drive. All 3 of the top NASCAR series cars on here feel totally different now. So you used to be able to run Richmond a lot more aggressive. Okay, and you can't do that now. You've got to be very, very subtle movements, with your throttle. Very subtle movements in your steering. I'll get it out in a second. So, you can't be as aggressive with it as you would like to, but especially your throttle, you've got to take it easy. And that's the thing. Even when I ran on Friday night, it took me, about a good, I don't know, maybe 15 laps or so to finally say, all right, this is the threshold. This is where it's got to be.
All right, well, and I agree with you right now. As the pace car's in, we get this thing back to green flag. Riding out here out the back end of Spence Thompson, we're seeing these guys. They are stacked up 2 by 2 all the way back. And just to give you an idea there, Timothy, with this shot here, it shows you how close and how bunched up this field is on restarts and going throughout here for several laps. So it's just a good shot to represent, to kind of show you the massive field and just how close these drivers are around this track. And plus the speed. I mean, John, we haven't really talked much about the speed, but they're getting up to almost 120 mile an hour, so maybe a little bit over.
And you're rolling through the center of the turns at over 100 miles an hour, even coming off of 2, especially on fresh tires. So, and here's the thing, too. Coming off of 2, we've seen guys spin because the back end gets so light. You're down on the bottom. You really get back in it because you've got that grip there, and you want to move the truck up the track towards the wall. Problem with that is sometimes you get in the gas a little too early and you're pushing real bad. You have no idea the wall's coming, so you jerk it a little bit more to the left and then you spin. And that's what we've seen tonight. So the guys just have to know where their braking and throttle points are at and maybe back those up a little bit or delay it just a touch on the throttle.
Absolutely. Well, right now, man, they have got a battle going on back here for the 6th, 7th, and 8th spot here. Looking very, very good as they're stacked 2 by 2. Spence Thompson gets by them just a little bit here. Looking very good. Now, there you go. Aiden Young looking like he's back up in the top 10. He's looking like he wants to bring this machine back to the front one way or another. He's got that Cincy Gale Toyota machine trying to fire back for the Iceman Motorsports, and it's very, very good. So,
got to give a shout out right now to the 85 of Zach Langren. He's running up here in 7th. Fighting with Spence Thompson right now for that position. He's got it now, so he's in 6th. He started 31st on the field, and the reason he did is he had a computer issue and had to restart and did not make qualifying on time, so he elected to take an EOL. The right thing to do, but he's worked his way up through this field from 31st into 6th place, and now going after 5th place.
Brian Hartford right there. Yeah, absolutely. Just noticed that when we talk about him week in and week out, that 85 machine, he just lingers around. Zach Lingering. It's got a fitting name. But I tell you, another cat that's on the move, that's that 09 machine of Aiden Young. I told you, kind of be a dark horse out here. You got to watch him just a little bit. But you're right, from 31st up here to 6th already, definitely a darn star-studded. And that's what I was saying before, John, star-studded field. We know some of the fast guys here, but there's guys out here, man, that could just all of a sudden turn the wick on and go.
It absolutely can. And the thing is, the more you run around some of these guys that, like Eric Tesh, Spence Thompson, Matt Hoover, and David Levine, not taking anything away from anybody else. I'm just naming guys that I know. And the guys, when I get out there, if I'm behind them, I try to sit behind them and I learn. And it does make me a better driver. It makes me take care of my stuff better, know when to push it. And you can learn so much from running around guys that have done this for a while and know what they're doing. So, we've seen guys, Kyle Pokrevsky last couple of weeks had some really great runs. So, learning a little bit too. So, the more you run around these guys week after week, the more comfortable they get with you, the better racing you're going to have.
Yeah. And Kyle not having the night that he would like to right now, currently running in the 21st position, but a heck of a battle. Oh, and Matt Hoover, he tapped the wall just a little bit right there, so don't want to do too much construction or reconstructive surgery on that truck here tonight for the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder Series. And folks, I tell you right now, tremendous battles. They fanned out, so you'd have to actually go back here to Spence Thompson in 10th place, Bradley P. Wilson right there in 11th, David A. Levine back up in 12th, as he's got a battle with Corey Walters right there, though.
Yeah, we know David just takes his time, in these races. He's never in a hurry to rush up through the field and do anything crazy. Just sits back and bides his time, turns his laps, lets other people tear their stuff up. We got another car sideways back here.
You know what number it is?
It looked like the 75.
Yep, it was Terry Perry Mason, folks. No caution, but I got it on him here, so we're going to go on a replay here and just see what happened. And I got a feeling it's what we've been seeing all night long, John. He's come out of that turn, probably just lost it or caught the apron one. But we're gonna check here and see. And I know he's got some damage to that wing, so that might be playing a little bit on his end. So let's see what happens. He's coming out of the turn here. And yep, he came out of turn and just lost it. Wow. Just punched the inside wall just a little bit. Not much. He's still going, but I don't know. It's none of these guys really complained about truck feeling slick or anything, but it seems like it is tonight.
Well, it's just that you really can spin the tires here. Like we said, 2 is very tricky to corner to shoot out of there. You really have to delay your throttle response there. So you're better off just let the thing roll a little bit more than you think you need to, and then slowly get back into it there. But Christy, if you haven't found it, what happens if you run in default mode, where you see the chat on the right-hand side of the screen, and then you see the video down here, it'll say theater mode. It's beside the settings button, and then it says full screen. So that's where you'll find that. It'll say default mode if you're already running in something else. So put it back in default mode, then it goes to theater.
Well, I want to also give a shout out here that girl gamer, awesome. This is what I'm talking about, John. I really like to see this. She obviously is out there cheering on her husband in number 4. And not having the night he would really like to have, but man, I tell you what, he's got a good support system there with him. He's in that Napa United machine here in the number 4, John Nedlinger. And that's awesome to see her up there still pumped up and excited. Let's run the caution.
Yeah, I'm looking. Don't see anything. Haven't heard any race chatter yet, so we'll have to wait for race control to
yeah.
All right, spin on a 31.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's just not having a night. He might want to can that paint job after the night. Hey, what's going on, Jason Allison down in the chat? Well, I'll tell you what. John, I'm going to chat here with John Nedlinger. And I like doing that. I like trying to get all these guys I possibly can chat-wise. Especially got family members out there. Because, man, you know, hey, it's awesome to see that. So we can see if we can get a chat with him.
He's getting back on the lead lap, so it's a good time.
Absolutely. All right.
Right, what?
John Nedlinger, this is Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, Joe.
Well, John, I tell you what, you've got a very, very special cheering squad and viewer out here by the name of Girl Gamer, and she has told us that that is your significant other here, your wife out here is cheering you on. Maybe not having the night that you would really, really like to have, but you just got back on the lead lap. So how's that truck feel here at Richmond tonight, man?
Yes, sir, that is my wife. Truck's been a little bit too tight, man. I just can't figure it out tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, but still looking very good out there, man, in that United Napa machine that you got flying around here to number 4. So, hey, she don't care. You running in the back, the middle, the front. You can be in the pit road. She's still having a good time out here and loving it. She was very proud, and I like to see that. I like to hear that from all the family members. Very proud that you're out here running this truck. So that is awesome, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, well, gentlemen, I tell you what, that's what it's about. You know, we come out here and have friends and family and have a good time here tonight because we're under the lights at Richmond International Speedway here for the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder Racing Series for the trucks tonight here live. We're on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch, folks, OSR Network. We're going to bring it to you, man, all across the world, the globe, if we possibly can, because, hey, we definitely got international sensations out here in the field. We know a couple of them. So, with that said, gentlemen, lap 89 to 200. Keep them lug nuts and fenders on it. I'll see you at 200. Good luck, gentlemen. All right. Well, he is definitely pumped up. You know, just can't quite figure the truck out. You know, feels a little tight on his end.
Yeah, and it is. And this is one of those tracks where you got to get out and, you know, play around with it, figure out your entry and exit, figure out your steering ratios, your offsets, all that good stuff. I'm one of those guys, I believe steering ratio and offset especially affect you, and you know, you can run it totally different for qualifying than you would in the race, and I do that almost everywhere. So just got to put the time in there and figure it out. You know, we understand some guys have obviously jobs, families, all this stuff, and don't have a bunch of time to sit there and mess around with it, but nevertheless does a great job. He's back on lead lap now, so just got to keep fenders on it and stay out of trouble.
Absolutely, you're right. Here as we're getting set to go back, green flag racing here right now. Davis Richards, the other Bertie's Construction Monday Night, or the other Bertie's Construction machine out there, but they are running the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder tonight. Sitting up front, he's got Bradley P. Wilson back up there again. Robbie Buckner, I tell you what, he's the man lingering around up front all night long, making some good calls in the pits. He's got some fast cats behind him, though. He's got Eric Tess, Iceman from the Netherlands, and Mike T. Bruno powering around as the pace car's in. Davis Richards, he's about to hammer through the gears here. He puts it to the floor. These guys, men, storm off into turn number 1. And look at Mike T. Bruno. Boy, he is pushing that 94 down the front stretch.
He had a good start there. A lot of grip there. Gave him a little shove there towards the end, but no harm in that. Just moving him up a little bit. These guys are side by side coming out of the back straight.
Absolutely, side by side, too deep. Man, they're four truck breakaway to the front, but they are stacked up right behind them. That would actually be Mike T. Bruno, the 71 of Brian Hartford. Aiden Young, don't count that kid out. I'm telling you what, looks good. Kenneth Yance right there. Oh, man, I tell you what, him and Spence Thompson, they are battling neck and neck.
And Spence takes a little evasive action here, blocking that 85 and blocking that run. So did a great job there. Gets around at 71. Probably going to get by that 94 here if he can get that grip, and he will clear him right here.
It is a good battle going on right there with Spence Thompson, Robbie Buckner, Zach Linger in the 71. Man, you're right.
David
these guys.
Levine, buddy, did you see that?
Boy, a lot of action. That's the only thing I can say.
David Levine
Wow.
took it 3 wide on the inside and went around everybody.
Wow. right now he's right behind. I'm showing him behind the 71 and the number 94.
Absolutely. He went by the 62 and the 13, just like they were sitting still. He just shot down on the inside there. He gets caught up in some traffic here, and David Haas is going to get a run back on him here on the inside, bringing Tyler Justice with him.
It is right there, man. Matt Hoover, though, is all over the back end of it. Says, hey, do you need any nails and hammers, some wood? We'll build something. Maybe a ramp and jump across here. Well, look who's firing back up there. He's 3 laps down, but there's Mr. Excitement, the number 7. He's had an exciting night. But you're right. David A. Levine, we call him the closer. He's the realtor man out here. He is looking to cash the check tonight here at Richmond International Speedway. Looking very good. He's on the inside of Robbie Buckner to try to pull it to the 10th spot. Man, it's an extreme battle going on back here in the back.
Yeah, unbelievable right here. The fight that these guys are having back and forth. Got the 94 Buckner still sitting there on the outside, but David's going to clear him. 94 backs out and lets him in line.
Absolutely. These guys are putting it to the wind. They're nose to tail, door to door, wheeling it around his machine. Right now, Matt Hoover's on the inside of Robbie Buckner. Now, also, look at that. Kyle Pokrefke, and I hope I got that right again, has just moved up in an 11th or 12th spot.
Yep, just continuing to show his speed, and he's doing better each and every week here. We got a long way to go still, and he can make some things happen.
Absolutely. Well, Waylon Lamb out there, he's cheering on his David man out here as always, as these guys are looking very, very good. Right now, I'm going to tell you what, Kyle's on the inside there of Robbie as he's trying to take over that 11th spot. These guys are putting it to the wind in the top 10, folks, here. This is Richmond, and right now the 71, he went door to door with the 15 there, and he's trying to bring old Tyler Justice to the front to get one of them laps back. He's right behind the Tate supermarket machine, and he's hoping, man, he can pick up his groceries as he goes on by and maybe takes that 5th spot.
Yeah, 7's got a lot of speed here. As we normally see, he does. He's a couple tenths faster than these guys in front of him, so he'll get around them, trying to get some laps back the hard way.
Absolutely. Right now, at least trying to get a couple of them back. Maybe have some cautions fall his way and get back on the lead lap because he is a player here definitely tonight. But right now, Mike T. Bruno, it's all about him. He is 3 tenths right now in front of Eric Test, Iceman for the Neverlands. Don't count him out. And we got a truck sideways, the number 23. Yeah, all right. Saw it live there. That's Jason Burgess. No caution. Not yet anyways. So we're going to go back on the replay. Let me know if a caution comes out while we're watching this replay, John.
Yeah, there is no caution.
Okay, well, we're
now
watching the replay.
Is.
Okay. All right, well, we're in the middle of this replay. We're going to see what happened to the old 23 right here real quick. And then we'll...
Oh, and the 07 is around again. That's the call for the caution.
Oh, no. Tell you what, oh, yeah, the 23, he just lost it coming out of the turn. Punches the inside wall. So... unfortunately, folks, the 07, who was trying to, that's not a way to get your laps back. The 07?
Yeah, he's sitting down on the inside wall.
Oh, okay. I'm getting him confused with Tyler Justice. My bad. There's a 7 and an 07. That's Ryan W. Daniels, unfortunately. Wow, I hate to see that. Now, Ryan was coming out of the pits. Did he just maybe lose it when he hit the gas coming out of the pits?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I went back trying to watch a replay, and iRacing wouldn't let me see it, so I'm going to have to...
All right. Yeah, we're watching it right now. He came out of the pits. He's going through the gears. He's getting up to speed here, as we're seeing. And that thing just looped around. I mean, it just snapped.
And it can do that here. If you're, depending on what gear you're in, which he may be in first gear under pit road speed.
Okay.
And I'm listening to race control, reason for the pause there. So as you're going through the gears and you're on the apron here, and I'm watching a replay of it right now, you can't. All right, he gets down the backstretch. He's going, he loses it in a turn. So he came out of the pits clean. He just lost it down in 3 and 4.
That's crazy. Well, under caution again tonight, so
and the call from race control is the caution was brought out due to the 07 spin, not the 23.
All right, gotcha. Okay.
Let's see if we can't get a talk in with some people here. All right, so there you go. Hear how Mike Bruno feels about the track there. So we know why some of these guys are having the incidents that they are. But getting ready to go back to green here as the lights are off on the pace car. We got Zach Lindgren in first, David Heise second, Kyle Pokrefke third, Gordon Larson fourth, Aiden Young fifth.
Oh yeah, well I'm back here, John. I'll tell you what. As it gets set here, is coming in that turn number 3 here. Like I said, Zach Lindgren, he found his way up front there. That guy has been very, very good. Now, right now, he's got David Heise right there on the outside. As Zach goes through the gears and that Dolphin machine puts it out front. Look at that, Kyle on the inside there. He's on the inside of David. Aiden Young, I told you, keep an eye out for him. He is going to be the dark horse tonight. If he can get it done in that Gale Toyota, he might be the lone wolf here for Iceman Motorsports tonight.
And from what I understand, Aiden does a great job. I don't know much about him myself. You may know more about him than I do, but from what I understand, he is a great racer and does a good job here and showing it tonight.
Well, absolutely. I see him run every week in and week out at ExtremeMotorsports99.com in the Truck Series. Give you a little background. Last season, he ran all the way to the last race of the season in the chase that they had for the battle. He was actually a 3-truck battle right there. Came up just about 5-6 points short there from winning the championship and finished third there and is in their chase again this season here. So definitely very strong, very good. Can give these guys maybe some good competition week in and week out here, as everyone out here can. So we're seeing it. And right now he is currently in second. But I'll tell you what, he has got his hands full with Mike T. Bruno. And that man has wheeling that RC machine around here. The RC truck right there looking very good.
Yeah, Mike's got a lot of speed there and been showing it all night long. Coming back up through this field here, so the 09, good, smart racing there, just lets him go. We still got a long way to go. But the 09's really throwing that thing in there. And looks like he's getting a little sideways on my end there, so maybe that right rear is falling off of that thing just a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard telling right now. These guys are stacked up. Kenneth Yon still running right there in 6th spot, doing a very tremendous job here tonight. He can keep those fenders and the wheels on that thing. He might bring it home in a very good. And Just Christie there, he's going to be very excited and very pleased here tonight, as all the family members are. I want to appreciate all the viewers out there because we've had a good turnout here tonight, John. Man, it kind of puts a grin to ear to see, man, the viewers for these leagues and what they do when they come out here and watch, because of watching this kind of racing here. I mean, these guys are not disappointing here under the lights at Richmond International Speedway.
Absolutely not. We saw Eric Tesh. The 85 gets up into the wall. Eric is going to get around him. Eric got around the 09. 09 was smart about it. 85 looked like he got himself up in the wall. Got a slow truck that they're dealing with there. But yeah, when I talked to Mike Bruno under caution there, let these guys know our viewer count, is high. They like to know that. They like to put on a good show for everybody, and they appreciate everybody coming and watching. It means a lot to them and the guys that run this league.
Well, absolutely. It means a lot to all of us up here. Man, like I say, we're doing this now tonight. We're here tonight for the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder Truck Series here tonight. There at Richmond International Speedway, 200 laps. We're at lap 114 right now, and it has not disappointed as these guys are looking very good. There you go. And the Tate Supermarket machine from Hartford, Alabama, right there, looking very good. In 5th place, that's Kenneth Yons battling around here tonight. He's Mr. Motor Sim Racing Magazine himself. The man's fired up and energetic. Good guy if you ever get a chance to talk to him. And just most notably, I'm going to put out in the chat here. This is a GoFundMe that these guys put on. And go check out their magazine. Issue 2 came out today. And it was a tremendous reading about the sim community. And talk about the sim community, John, just a second. You have a website, man, that you're fond of having also.
Yeah, simracingsponsor.com. And what that is, I'm trying to work with businesses, big or small. Anybody that's looking to sponsor a driver, a league, a race, a broadcast group, anything. Anybody who wants to be involved with it can go to simracingsponsor.com and shoot me the information. We try to hook you up with the, whatever your needs are. Hook you up with the right people in the right places. And right now it's going great. I've been talking to businesses. They've been watching the broadcast. They see the numbers. You and I go over them after each race, and we pay attention to them all throughout the week. So the more viewers we can have, the better it's going to be, and help grow the sim racing community and get some sponsors in here, and pay these guys back a little bit for the time and effort that they put into this race.
Absolutely. Oh, and we're watching out the front here, Kyle. When we watched him, Corey Walters, man. Wow, he held on to that thing right there. It was a good slide job he did.
Oh, and the 07 is around again. Right in front of the 15 of Brad Wilson, who just moved up into 9th place.
Ouch. Well, Ryan's just not having the night that he wants here at Richmond. Had a very good night last week. And I guess we got to say this. Last week had a very good run at Rockingham. And but he practiced a lot. So, can we say practice makes perfect?
It definitely helps. May not make you perfect, but it helps. You can learn so much. But sometimes a track just doesn't suit you. You got some guys that just like to go fast. You got some guys like myself. I love short track racing. So, I can't stand super speed. Yeah, because of his spin.
Oh, really? Okay, so they did bring out a caution. Okay.
Yeah,
well, we watched the replay.
I believe I left that part out when I said he was a record.
That's all right. Well, I saw it was green. I was looking actually, at Corey Walters at the time. He actually was out there trying to dirt track this thing around. So, well, this has been a thriller so far. And definitely is going to be one in the making here as we're getting close. Everybody on pit road here, folks. Definitely getting 4 tires and fuel. You've got to have that here to even be awesome. Comedic driver number 50. Looking for a sponsor. Go to your nearest grocery store and go to the meat department and tell them you want ham on the side of your truck.
Holy.
And call it and label it Wayland Ham.
Yeah. Tim out there, we appreciate that, man. We just sit up here and push a button and talk. We enjoy doing it, but do it for the leagues. Want to make sure we do a good job for them and bring a good show to all you guys that are watching. On YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook out there. It's been going very well. Every week the viewer count's going up and up. And it's not because of what we're doing. It's because of racing that's going on here and what these guys do. Yeah. And you guys sharing it. So we appreciate that. If you like what you see, please share it. Get more people involved. Watch it. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Just watch some of it. Might get interested, might end up watching the whole thing. Who knows? They might hear Joe talk and they might just cut it off. You might hear me talk and go running for the hills.
Well, let's hope not. But like what you say earlier, he can always turn the sound down and then just watch what's it called.
That's how I used to watch Britney Spears music videos when I was younger. I just cut the sound off.
Oh Lord. Well, we got Ryan W. Daniels in the chat. He's like, I hate Richmond. Well, yeah, not a night that you probably like here tonight. Track's not doing well to you, but I will say this, as a car owner, truck owner, whatever, team owner, you should be ear to ear grinning because you do have Aiden Young right now in the top 5 sitting in 4th spot.
Absolutely. Yeah, the lights are still on the pace car. So while they are, we got more viewers watching here. I want to mention once more, I know I said it earlier, the GoFundMe page for Motor Sim Racing magazine that you've posted here. It's gofundme.com/motorsimracing. Motor Sims Racing. So it's Motor SIMS Racing. The reason they're doing that is to keep it subscription free. Everything that they put out there, their issues are totally free. They share every bit of information with everybody. You can read it, the whole issue, and it's free. And the only way it can stay that way is with our support here in the sim racing community. So go over there, ship them a couple bucks, help them out, because they do a great job.
Absolutely, sure do. They do, and right now tonight's been very good. Aiden could possibly be the dark horse here tonight and win this thing. I'll tell you what, he's got some high expectations up front here. He's got some very fast trucks here. Looking good. Right now, Robbie Buckner, the man out front. He's got Eric Tesh, Iceman for the Neverlands. Pace car's in. He's going to storm through the gears here as he takes off in that 94 machine. But right now, he's got Mike T. Bruno right there breathing down his back door. And you know him. Hey, he's got a set of lipos, man, in that Brussels motor turning up the wick here tonight. All over the back end deck of that number 94.
Hey, Mike's not playing around. He wants to get up front and he wants to get there fast. He's got that 96 of Eric Teschka out there on the outside, and we know what Eric can do. And he's been showing a lot of speed here early on in these races, too.
Yes, he did. Well, Eric Tesh took the Pep and Pig and went on the outside. Said, fellas, y'all battle it out on the inside. He just went around both of them and storming, man. He was looking very, very good. He said, I'll throw you a piece of bacon out of the window on the way on by. No harm, no foul. These guys are still stacked too deep back there. But right now, Mike T. Bruno, and you let Eric Tesh get in the groove out front, John, and you know and I know, we've seen it time and time again, week in and week out. He gets out front and get into a groove and a good long green flag run. Hit see you later. This one, man, might be a closed checkmate and done.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, just to talk about how good Eric Teschka is at this, you know the man put in some practice here, as he does everywhere. He's never run at Richmond before, and I know that because before I ran Friday night, I sent him a message on Facebook asking some questions. And he told me, he said, don't know what to tell you, I've never ran there before. So he's put in the time and practice, and he knows what he's doing. And the guy's fast everywhere because he practices. And he also learns from other people, but he doesn't mind helping other people.
That's true.
He's been a big help to me in some races there, and really helped me, step up my game some. So, but he's got Mike Bruno behind him, and Bruno is fast, and he's catching up with him. And Bruno really knows how to take care of his stuff here. So we'll see if that 19's able to get up there and get that lead back.
It is. Oh, we got a hard wreck, man. A 94, man, got into the wall, and David Haas is right there with him. Man, a hard lick into the inside wall. Those guys was battling up there like a bunch of hornets, man, and just a hard lick right there. Wow. I'm going to watch the replay on this one here, John. As I was watching them battle there, I got a feeling, man, Robbie just got loose. I'm not going to speculate. We'll just see here.
Looked like he may have had to back out of the gas a little bit, got a little tap from behind there.
Yep.
That's short track racing.
And that's, folks might say, well, he just got dumped. He got this and that. No, that's short track racing. You're on top of each other, man, lap after lap. And a guy behind you, if you check up just a little bit, he might not be able to anticipate in time. I mean, hey, that's human nature. Everybody breaks differently. And it don't take much to send it around.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't take much here, especially in that spot where they are on the track there. The back ends are so light, just takes a little tap here to get you around.
Well, David, you say out there in the chat you love Bristol. I tell you what, check out this Saturday night, Racing Freaks, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. They're going to Bristol live. I call it's the Thunderdome right there with the Cup cars this Saturday night. So if you want to see some more short track racing, beating and banging around the track, there you go. And do one even better also than that too, this Wednesday night, Racing for a Cause late model action. They're going to be, man, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think it's South Boston they're going to be at yet, but it is one of the shorter tracks that they're going to be at. So a lot of short tracks, and then we got ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Folks, you want intensity, excitement, and anything else, check those guys out because they got 2 races left in the chase, and it's about to get heated up with a battle over there as we go to Auto Club there on Thursday night with the Cup cars. But tonight, these guys at Richmond International Speedway under the lights for the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder Racing Crew, boy, these guys, man, have just beat and banged, and it's been short track racing, John.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, you're going to see guys get into each other, can't do anything about it, you know. Just a little overdrive there, look like by the 94 gets tapped, you know, those things happen here. But, you know, these guys are going to turn the wick up here pretty soon. We're on lap 133 now, coming across the line of 200. Lights are still on the pace car here, so we'll give you a quick little rundown here. Got Eric Teschke up here leading this field. Mike Bruno second. Zach Lindgren in third, doing a great job. Started 31st. Aiden Young fourth. Spence Thompson, the champion, fifth. Brian Hartford sixth. Kenneth Johnson seventh. Brad Wilson eighth. Matt Hoover in the Bertie's Construction Machine ninth. And Ryan Broderick rounds out the top 10.
You're right there. Good, solid top 10. John's about to get set here to go back green flag racing under the lights here. Richmond International Speedway, your home state here, Virginia. And as that pace car is going to take that hard left turn off on the pit road, sending these monster trucks flying. I like to say it's going to be a thriller here. Lap 134, 200 here.
Absolutely. The 13 of Matt Hoover was given an EOL penalty for that incident there, so he will be going. He was in ninth. He'll be going to the end of the line here.
Well, hate to see that, man, as anything. But Eric Tesch, man, out front. Mike T. Bruno right there. Aiden Young, Zach Lindgren. He's lingering around. Pace car's in. Eric Tesch going to bang it through all the gears here tonight under the lights. He steps the hammer on it, and he is gone right there. He's got the pigs moving. But he's also got, man, a big old RC truck right behind him storming around. Don't count out the Dolphin machine here. He's looking like, hey, and Aiden Young taking that Gale Toyota machine on the outside. He says, I'm the new guy around here, but I'm about to show you I can drive a truck.
Yeah, done a great job staying up front all night. Right now, hanging tough on that outside line here, but the 85 is going to get around him and get in that third. But Mike Bruno fighting for the lead. Yeah, it is. We got trucks stacked up 2 by 2, side by side, and they are door to door wheeling around Richmond International Speedway. Folks, right here, you wanted some good, exciting racing? These are. Right now, Eric Tesch on the high side, right there with the Pep and Pig machine. He's got Mike T. Bruno on the inside. They are wheeling around door to door, but you got 2 and 3 right there behind them. The Dolphin machine, Zach lingering around all night long, but the new man on the block, Aiden Young, right there. But behind them, they are still stacked 2 by 2. You also got the champ with Brian Hartford right behind them. Yeah, these guys just battling side by side right now. See Spence underneath that 71 trying to get that drive off. He's not going to get it. The 71 gets some bite coming up on the outside there, bringing Kenneth Johnson closer to that 89 here on the inside. Absolutely. Right now, you got Mike T. Bruno and a man out front. He's trying to bring Zach lingering along with him. Eric Tesch is trying to do the crossover, bringing it back on the inside there. And Aiden Young's been very, very patient on the backside, watching what these guys are doing, saying, look, got a long way to go. It's only lap 138 here. I've got a truck spinning. That looked like the 71. Yep, 71. Wow, let's go back on a replay and watch what happened to him. As he's back there with Spence Thompson and Kenneth Johnson. Let's see if any contact was made. No contact. He just got loose coming off the floor. You know what? Yeah, you're right. Wow, it just came out there, got loose. And boy, I'm going to tell you what, folks. You want to talk about threading the needle? Kenneth Johnson had to probably be energized as ever get out right there, because 71 threaded the needle between him and Spence Thompson when he spun. That could have been very, very disastrous right there. But, man, that was awesome. Right now, your top 3, though, as we got a tremendous battle going on for 3rd and 4th place right there, as they are door-to-door wheeling around. Aiden Young right there bringing that Cincy. What's up? Sorry, Joe. Got a caution on the track. Who did you see? Looks like the 51 and the 75. Oh, yeah. Well, right there it is. That would be Davis Richards, the other Bertie's Construction Machine. Man, hate to see him having a bad night here tonight, but let's go back and see what we got here. He's back there with Matt Hoover, David Haza. And watching the replay here, John. And
just got loose, and unfortunately, the 75 had nowhere to go. So when he got loose, he obviously ran up on the back end of him very quickly. So no harm, no foul on his end. Terry Perry Mason not having a very good investigating night tonight. He's just investigating a lot of spins, but all I can say about it so far.
Yeah, sorry, listen to race control. We call self-spin on 51, obviously, so 75 just had nowhere to go there, so it wasn't his fault. 51 was just trying to collect that thing the whole way.
Well, you know, I'm going to get a talk with old Aiden Young here tonight, because he is definitely showing us something. After that first little incident he's had, he has been able to fire back with that machine here tonight. So let's get a talk with old Aiden Young and that Gale Toyota Cincy machine. Aiden Young, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Joe.
Well, Aiden, I tell you what, you have got that Gale Toyota Cincy machine flying around this track after that early little bit of altercation you had right there. Kind of got you on the back. You've been able to storm back to the front, looking very good here at Richmond International Speedway under the lights. Representing, man, very well for the Iceman Motorsports. You're the new man on the block here tonight, showing you what you can do in this truck. How's that truck feel around here at Richmond?
Oh, the truck's feeling really awesome. I just got to keep my head on straight and be smart.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now you're looking very, very good up front. Got some fast cats there in front of you, but you're looking very fast yourself. So, like I say, man, be patient, be calm, keep that thing, keep the fenders, keep the lug nuts on it, and good luck for the rest of the race.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. Feeling pretty confident right now after having, you know, early spin, but always like to say no harm, no foul. And right now we're stacked up, about set to go back at it again.
Yeah, Mike Bruno's sitting in a great spot here, showing a lot of speed all night long, so I expect him to stay up there. He just knows how to get around this place, and super fast from start to finish.
Absolutely. Right now, Mike T. Bruno is a man on point. Eric Tess going to be on the outside. Spence Thompson. So I'll tell you what, talk about cream rising to the top. It's rising here. Don't count out Zach Linger, no. Or, there you go, Mr. Motor Sim Racing Magazine himself, who is running a Tate Superstore here tonight, though. Kenneth Yance right there in 6th. And old Gordon Larson. I'll tell you what, we ain't really talked about him. He started 28th. He's currently 7th. Like a little damage on there. And then Kyle Pockrefke is in 8th, and Ryan Broderick 9th, and Bradley P. Wilson still lingering around up there in the top 10. So, pretty darn good trucks up here so far.
Absolutely. We got David Levine in 11th, so I don't want to count him out. We know he just takes care of his stuff and turns laps, tries to stay out of trouble, so see what he can do here.
Yeah, as those lights off on the pace car. Again, I want to appreciate the viewers out here, man, because I tell you what, if you tuned in now, you tuned in at the right time. 146 laps completed, 200. We're under the lights at Richmond International Speedway. Joe White up here in the booth, accompanied by John T. Wimmis. Pace car's about to take that hard left turn off on pit road here, folks, and seeing these monster trucks are flying right now. Mike T. Bruno and that Traxxas machine, he fires off, man, on turn number 1. The Pepin Pig of Eric Tess right there. Aiden Young on the outside. He's got the champ on the inside, but he's about to say, hey, look, champ, there's a new guy on the block here. So right now we're riding along with Kenneth Yance, looking very good in the 6th spot. He's all over the back deck lid of the Miami Dolphins.
He is Spence right here in that 89, trying to get that grip on the bottom there. The 09 doing a great job of fighting back on that outside right now. And you know, with your tires in that position, you can do that for a couple laps, but after a while, that inside is the preferred line. But takes that spot away. The 85 gets underneath the 72 of Yance, trying to fight with Kenneth, takes that spot away.
Yeah, he does. Right there, the 85 there, battling tooth and nail right there. That'd be Zach Linger, and it's Kenneth Yance right there battling it all. Right now, he's got the 00 of Gordon right behind him, looking very, very good. He's got his hands full. Again, David A. Levine, check it out, the closer. We call him that because, man, every time we turn around, he's up there at the end. He'll definitely try to close this deal out before it's over with if he can keep those fenders straight on this machine. Folks, we are getting very, very close here to go time with 50 laps to go here tonight under the lights at Richmond International Speedway for the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder Racing Crew.
Yeah, I saw David show a lot of patience here with that 00. As I said before the restart, David restarted in 11th, running 8th right now, fighting that 00 for 7th, trying to make his way up through this field.
Yeah, he is right now on the back deck lid right there, the 00. We've got a car around us, number 5. Truck around us, excuse me. Don't know if that's going to cause a caution. He's slow. There's no caution right now, but we'll go back and watch the replay on it. Just let me know if there's one that comes out. But we will go back and watch the replay.
Yeah, still no caution. Yeah, 00 gives way to the 59. Just a classy act. Told him to go right ahead because he knew he was faster.
All right. Well, see, and that's the thing, too, man. These guys out here, tell you what, that number 5 must have been slow for a long time because we went back on the replay twice now. Let's see what happened to him. Watching the replay right here. I got a feeling it's just, again, lost it coming out of the turn, another self-spin. And it's just very slow on the inside right there. Oh, he blew up. It just blew up on him. Wow. Hate to see that. So, John, tell you what, right now, these guys fanned out pretty good up front. Mike T. Bruno's a man on point. Eric Tess is right there. Aiden Young in third. You got Zach Lingard sitting in fourth. Old Spence Thompson right there rounds out the top 5, but he's got Kenneth Yance behind him. David A. Levine's closing in a little bit. Gordon Larson, you got to go back to actually 11th and 12th as they are beating and banging the door handles off each other. Bradley Wilson and Matt Hoover back there.
Yeah, big battle there. I'm looking at lap times right now. Aiden Young is the fastest on the track. We got a caution out.
Going on back there in the back. Watching right here, the 15 and the 13, they were knocking each other's feelings out back there in the back. And just slamming each other a little bit. So I don't know if maybe they ended up, and the 13, oh, just a little bump. And then a 71 bump. And then, oh no, and Tyler Justice, nowhere to go. But here's what I was telling you about, man. The 15 went around and, oh, John Barron. Nowhere to go.
Unfortunate for him, just the track just blocked up there.
Yeah, it was. Well, those guys out there were just tooth and nailing it for a couple laps. They were knocking each other's teeth out, man. I was watching them there, and so kind of had a feeling, man, a little boxing match between those two with some steel going on the track. Well, what you think tonight? Assessment of the drivers, the race so far at lap 157 to 200.
I think it's been a lot of great racing, you know, from first to 12th. I mean, we've seen a lot of guys battling back and forth. A lot of give and take between these guys up front. The guys in the back are just trying to make up spots, especially on restarts, you know, trying to get up through there. So, you know, understand why they're racing hard. Short track racing, you're going to beat and bang some. Things are going to happen. But, you know, another good race by these guys. You know, they put on a great show here. And by the time we get back green, we'll be at about 159 of 200.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do when we go green. We're going to jack it up with a speed cam. We're going to bring the speed cam. That's right. When we go green flag, we're gonna let this thing unleash here and let you hear what these machines feel and sound like around this track here under the lights of Richmond. So, folks, man, get ready for that here in a few, because it's been electric so far tonight. These guys have put on a tremendous show under the lights of Richmond. We've got to talk to a lot of drivers here tonight so far. A lot of them are pumped up about it. Got some new guys out here, most notably Aiden Young out here, doing very good. He's currently in third. Eric Teshman up front right there. He's trying to solidify his place in the point standing. And what's going on, Robinson Gaming?
Yeah, man, I tell you, we got to give a shout out to the viewers here. You know, viewer count's still been high all night long. You guys hang out and watch us racing right here. We appreciate it. I know the drivers and the league appreciates it. It means a lot to them to have y'all in here. It means a lot to us. You know, it's a lot of fun for us to do this. It's even more fun when you know people come in and want to watch, and hopefully it means we're not doing a bad job here on our end, and you can stand listening to us for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely. Please nerf Mel Creek. What that mean? I have no clue what that means.
Yeah.
Adam. Anyway.
No idea. He bought a lot of vowels, though. I know that.
Yeah. Well, we're getting set here to go back green flag racing, and folks, it's going to be awesome. It's you know what? My hat's off to each and every one of these drivers out here, because they're the ones putting it into the win tonight, and it's not over with. We got 40 more laps here, some more under the lights excitement here, but we're going to start this green flag one off the right way. We're going to push the envelope and show you what these guys feel, hear, and sound like as they're going to head around here, because we're about to jack this thing up tonight, what we like to call a speed cam, folks, for you.
You gotta love it. It's gonna be awesome.
I love it.
Eric Teska's up here, got Mike Bruno up here. My money's still on that 19. 09 Aiden been showing a lot of speed, and got the champ Spence Thompson out there. So here we go, Joe.
That's it. Pace cars in. Time for some speed. All right, folks. Well, kind of a short speed cam right there, but nonetheless, you got the feel of the excitement there as you saw live. I didn't catch what number it was, but it was a big one. It was a huge, as Ryan would say, pile up in turn two.
Looks like the 34 is where it gets started.
All right, 34.
Yep. 12
Yep.
just tries to make a move inside there and just taps the left rear of that 34 and gets him around.
All right, see if we can't find it. See if we can't show it here live here. That's the Tide machine. Unfortunately, he's out there trying to clean up, man, the field a little bit here tonight under the lights at Richmond. He's a little tore up himself, man. Kind of got his washing machine off cycle a little bit, off balance. As right now we were watching under the speed cam. These guys were side by side. Like you said, him and Corey Walters was doing battle right there, and it looked like they just got together. And when they got together, man, the 71 got into it, the 4 got into it. DJ Hargrove, boy, oh wow. And Matt Hoover is his truck's taking a nap.
Yeah, and I believe the 4 came across the radio, said he may be done for the night.
Oh, hate to see that, man. Hate that. You know, we got gamer chick out here, gamer girl, excuse me. Sorry for that. Out in the chat, and she's watching. I want to ride along here with old Matt Hoover, because his truck hit the water bottles and then went up on the side and sit there and kind of just took a snooze. And then he hits the gearbox and knocks it back down. Good trick.
Well, maybe we can try the speed cam again.
Yeah.
These guys get going back here.
Yeah, we'll see if we can't get them going back. But that was some exciting to watch them and listen to what these guys, and yeah, a little bit of a carnage out here. But hey, you know, that's Richmond. I want to tell you, wait till next week. We got Bristol. And you think, man, that Richmond's something else. 32 trucks out here. And, yeah, I want to go ahead and say it, too. And I hope Bradley and them hears me that, yeah, a lot of cautions out here tonight, but it is short track, a lot of trucks out here. I take nothing away from any of these drivers out here. And I know a lot of these drivers are probably going to be mad, been out of shape. I hate this track. I hate this. This guy made a wrong move or this and that. I'm going to tell you what, it's been in thrilling racing. A lot of these cautions have come from guys just losing it and spinning it. Single car affairs. And every once in a while, and then again, even when it does become a multi-car, it's the guy losing it and he just collects somebody else. So it's really nobody out here doing what we, you know, lack of a better word, John, a bonehead move. I have not seen anybody take anybody out. So what I want to say to Bradley and him is, every one of these drivers out here tonight still deserve to come back here and race because they put on a tremendous show. I think a product, most of it's a product of the track and what it's bringing to tonight.
Yeah, it just depends on where you're racing, man. It's going to be good, hard racing. And you know what? Until you get your NASCAR license, don't complain. You know.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
This is a sim. It's very close to the real thing. Most guys never get to step in a race car. You know, some people haven't been lucky enough to do what I have. It's been a lot of fun, but man, is it expensive? So this is fun.
Yes.
It's supposed to be fun. We make it fun. They do. So, hey, everybody can't be a pro, because if we could be, we'd all be racing on Sunday.
Absolutely. Well, pace car's in right there. The Peppa Pig, man, of Eric Tess is going to put it through the hammer down. He is gone, man. That dude, man, is oinking it all the way to the first turn. But he's got a mean machine coming behind him, Mike T. Bruno. He's got that Traxxas RC truck flying around this track. Right now, don't count out the new kid around here tonight, though. Spinning around with that Cincy machine. Gale Toyota right there for Iceman Motorsports. Looking very good. That's Aiden Young right there currently in third. Zach lingering. Man, just always lingers around. He's got the Dolphin machine out tonight. Right now we're riding with the champ. That's Spence Thompson as he's banging through the gears, trying to hang on in that number 89, currently in 5th spot.
These guys doing a great job there, but Bruno and these guys in front keeping pace with Eric right now. And I'll see how this works out. Bruno's showing a lot of speed, catching up to him, and we're got a caution flying again.
Caution again. I'll tell you what, that's an old adage right there. Cautions breed cautions, and that's definitely what we've seen. Pretty much what we've seen all night long. What'd you see out there, John?
I'm looking for it, but I don't see anything. Let's check the 51. There was some race chatter from him. Doesn't mean it was him, but normally with the race chatter, you know how it's maybe something happened around him. So
actually, I just saw the 11 go by. That Pokemon machine's all smoking. So let's go with him, because I was looking for the 51, and I saw the Pokemon machine go by, and he just had a whole trail of smoke. Yep, and that's looks like he might have got into the 51, or 51's letting him know. But yeah, the 11, the Pokemon machine, he's out there. He's either playing the game or he's racing around here, John. I don't know which one, because he's trying to find some Pokemons. The 51 was right behind him, so he got the good front row seat to what happened. And ooh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, good job by David Heisler. He got on the binders. Wow.
yeah, I'm watching the replay here on the broadcast, because on my end I would try to go back. It wouldn't let me go back and see what happened there. So
yeah, the 51 had a good shot there from behind, and kind of looked like he was getting loosened, and he used the 69 for leverage to stay straight. Hopefully it was, but then it kept going around on him. And 51 obviously was there and bumped just a little bit into him. And then I tell you what, David Heisen at 62, talk about getting heavy on the binders and sitting there praying, please stop.
And that, unfortunately, is all you can do, is just hope and pray.
Well, I tell you, man, it's been a stellar night. We're at lap 171 of 200 here, folks. Live action here tonight, Richmond International Speedway. I'm loving. Hey, anybody that's over on the Facebook Live side and Twitch side, leave me a message, and I'll definitely get back to you.
We should see these boys turn the wick up here. We'll probably be at about 174 of 200 when they get the green here. So not far to go here, but man, I tell you, Eric's done a great job to be up front here. We know he normally likes the long runs, and that plays into his hands very well. Bruno does a great job taking care of his stuff as well. But the 19, the 09 have been super fast. The 85's done a great job tonight, come from 31st to be up here where he's at. So Eric's going to have his hands full.
Yes, he is, and most notably also in that top 10, DJ Hargrove. We talked about him trying to turn his season around. Right now, he's currently in 9th, and Brian Hartford right there in 10th, and Gordon Larson still right there in 8th spot. David A. Levine 7th, Kenneth Yance all night long. Boy, I tell you, Just Christie out there, she hadn't said a word. She's probably biting her toenails or fingernails and everything else she can get her darn teeth on in anticipation of, or she's just trying to be quiet so that he can concentrate while he races.
Whatever works, man.
Hey, well, I don't know where he races at. He could be out in the garage, the neighbor's house, in the next room, or in the same room. But either way, and well, I do speculate. Heck, they might not even be together. So, same place. But either way, she's watching him. And right now the pace car's in, and he is currently in 6th, doing very, very good tonight. Mike T. Bruno did not get the jump he wanted. Eric Tesh did. He hammers through those gears. Aiden Young is going to try to get up there and say, man, I need to try to learn from these two guys up here because they are very, very fast. And I got a fast machine, and right now he's crawling all over the back end of that 19 machine.
He definitely is. Saw the 89 didn't get a great jump. The 59 bumped the 89 there on the start, so he backed out. So kind of got a little bottleneck there on that restart there. But Bruno, again, still keeping pace with this 96 here. And I believe Bruno's got a little left in that tank there. He's not going to show yet.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, we just got the in and out there, man, of Groove Egg here. Just Christy said, man, he is 5 states away right now, so no harm, no foul. She can jump up and down, man, all she wants on the couch tonight, as he's doing quite well. Currently running 6th spot, looking like he's wanting to dive on the inside of the champ and take the 5th spot away. But we got a battle going on up front. Also, Mike T. Bruno's all over the back end there, the Peppa Pig machine. A vice man from the Neverlands. That's Eric Tesh, folks. Aiden Young, he is biding his time watching these two guys up front, because he's like, look, guys, get together, please. Do something. I've got Zach lingering back here, lingering around. He's making me a little nervous, man. He's got the Miami Dolphins there, and he's blinking just a little bit. Oh, now she stays at 4, then 5. She got excited.
Grabbed her map, recounted. Eric got loose coming off a 4, and now Bruno's going to shoot down to the inside here and try to take this spot away.
Well, that's what Aiden Young wants to see. Them guys get up there, man, and door slam each other all night long. Them two get up there and race each other hard. Wear them tires out, wear the trucks out, so maybe he can steal this one away here. He's been very patient, calm, cool, and collected. That number 9 machine of his right there, watching this battle up front as they are neck and neck. You got, like I said, Iceman from the Neverlands, and you got Mike T. Bruno right there in the Traxxas machine. They are door to door. Eric will not give up on that outside lane, as they are still door to door around this track.
Unbelievable fight from Eric on that outside. He got a little squirrely again coming off before. Let's see what happens to him right here. Much straighter that time. Gets that drive off right there.
Boy, John, I tell you what, this is a tremendous battle. These are probably two of your best right here that are neck and neck, pulling it all the stops out. But the problem is they are bringing the pack along with them. As at number 9, he is closing in on the back deck lid of them. The Pep and Pig machine on the outside, Iceman from the Neverlands. He's looking very good. But right now, the little RC truck right there, a Mike T. Bruno on the inside. These guys are glued together and will not let go of each other.
Yeah, they're not. And what they're allowing to happen here is the 09 of Aiden Young catch them as they continue to run side by side. And Eric doesn't want to give that spot up, because if he does, Mike may just take off here. And Eric's being very smart about it. What he's doing is he's taking away the exit and the momentum that the 19 needs to get by him. So Mike's having to lay out of that throttle more than he wants to.
Yeah, he is right now. The lap car might be the deciding factor here on this battle here, as they are still wheeling these things around door to door. Right now, Mike T. Bruno has to think about tire wear, though, because he's got to be burning some tires up, trying to do it on the outside. The preferred line might be the outside, but you're right. Look at the power move the 96 gets coming off the turns there. But the 9, I got to give my hats off to Aiden behind him. Been very patient. He knows he probably could close up on the back end, push the subject a little bit, but he wants to make sure that he sees what this lap car does, and he might actually try, well, they go nose to tail now. Very smart on their end.
Yeah, and I honestly believe that was just a classy move by Mike not to use a pick on somebody right there. So gave up that spot there to let Eric get back down there, and he'll try to take a run at him again.
But I tell you what, you're right. He is trying to definitely take another run at him. He's putting that nose on the inside of the 96. Man, I tell you what, he is back alongside of the 96. He has not given up on this lead. These guys, man, are wheeling it. Folks, you wanted exciting style racing. You wanted green flag. You've got two of the best up here. They have not touched once the whole entire time. They've been battling the last probably 4 or 5 laps. Aiden Young, the new guy on the block back there. The problem is, too, I'm seeing here, John, is also look behind them as they're bringing up the champ, Spence Thompson. So with all that battling at one point, you're going to have to back it down and cool them tires off a little bit.
And that's what we've seen Mike do here. He's just getting a run in. It's rolling through the center very well, and he's just got to carry that speed off the corner right here. Try to keep up with Eric as he did before, and then make a run here when we've got about 7, 8 laps to go.
Absolutely. Right now you're talking about we got a little more than 7 or 8 laps to go.
Yeah, I said make his run when there's about
bad.
7 or 8 laps.
Sorry.
We've got a caution out.
Oh, well, and I tell you what, it's going to be about 7, 8 laps to go now when this caution gets. So this might be, well, I'll tell you what, folks, the temperature in the room is about to heat up, and the temperature on the track is about to get heated up. What you see out there, John?
It's the 34. Just gets in there and just gets loose.
That's Ryan Broderick. All right, yeah, Tide Machine not having a night he wants, as he was currently in 16th, I think, or is right now currently 16th, and caught the tail end of the replay right there. Let's see what we got here. Okay, he's running around right behind Bradley P. Wilson. And he started 4th, had a good qualifying, boy. He drove it into turn.
Ooh.
What's that?
Mike Bruno comes to pit road.
Oh, might be smart.
Well, I'm going to tell you what happened Friday is exactly this. Towards the end of the race, I stayed out, a couple other guys stayed out, and Mike pitted and restarted, I believe it was about 10th or 11th, and worked his way all the way back up to the front.
Okay. Well, here's the problem with that. If nobody else comes into the pen, he's going to be a little further back than 10th or 11th with less than 10 to go.
Oh, he had plenty. He had several other takers on that.
Okay. Well, I didn't see him come in with him, but yeah, so if he had that, then maybe what you're saying is, yeah, because he definitely, wow, well, like I always love saying, go kiss the kids, tell the wife good night, because we're about to get down here and settle this thing at Richmond International Speedway. Send the dogs outside. Heck, if you got a cat, man, send them outside. I don't know, send them to the neighbor's house. And like we always say, go tell the neighbor, wake them up, say, look, you're missing the race here. These things is about to be awesome. 10 laps to go. Richmond International Speedway under the lights. And it's going to be it ain't over with yet, Timothy. Now, it might end under caution, but it's not over. We're definitely going back green flag racing.
Yeah, that's the one thing that Bruno would not want to see, obviously, would be a caution. So he put those tires on. Looks like he's going to be restarting in 5th place.
Wow.
So he only gave up 3 spots. So
that could be checkmate.
Not a bad play on his end. I mean, even if bad luck happens and a caution pops out at the end, still a great race for him, a good points night either way. So a great gamble by him to go in and take those tires. I mean, if you want to call it a gamble, it worked in his favor because so many of the other guys behind him went in and pitted as well. But, man, these guys are going to be storming through the field here, but Mike's going to have to hurry up and get up front and get around these guys in case that caution does come out.
Absolutely. Well, I want to give a shout out. What's going, Michelle Eisenhower? Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're feeling a lot better. I know you've been in the hospital there for a little bit. That is awesome. And I tell you what, tonight it's about to get pumped up and excited. We're under the lights here at Richmond International Speedway, and we're for the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder Racing crew here for the trucks. And you want to talk about Mike T. Bruno? You might want to talk about that man sitting right there in 3rd place, who has just now popped up on the radar, and that's another one. We don't call him Mr. Excitement for nothing, and he's sitting right there in 7th. Tires or no tires, he'll drive this thing around on the daggum wheels if he's got to, as it's a closing laps. He's not going to give an inch to Mike T. Bruno We know that. We've seen it time and time again. He'll drive it like a madman.
Yeah, he will. But Mike is probably going to go around him like he's sitting still here. Tires are very helpful on this track, and Mike knows that and proved it. You know, we raced the other night, and I wish I'd have did what he did, but didn't think about it, man. But now Eric's going to have his hands full. But, you know, Mike's sitting in a good spot here, going to restart on the inside.
Absolutely. Pace cars in. These monster trucks. Well, I'll tell you what, Eric Tess, he pounds through the gears right there. You're right. Mike T. Bruno's all over the back deck lid. It might not be anything. Is there 3 wide going in turn 1? Mike T. Bruno's going to be on a mission, but I'm telling you, that 7 is not going to give up that easily. He will put this car in the front top grandstand there as Aiden Young fires on the inside, too. Look at the new kid here. All night long, we have seen him do quite well.
The 7. Sideways.
Oh, man, I want to tell you
and
what.
Mike
There's a caution.
Sideways.
Man, we've got a multiple crashes here.
Caution is out.
Caution's out.
So the races will not be over.
No, it won't. We're going to have a green-white checker. But who was the first one? Tyler got sideways. Wow. Who'd you see?
Race control was called on the caution on the 2 truck.
Okay. That's DJ Hargrove. Oh, yeah, he drove that thing in there.
Oh, yeah. Just him and a 00, just not enough real estate there as they were battling for real estate in front of the real estate guy, David Levine, and that Berkshire Hathaway Home Services car.
Okay, well, let's go back to the original caution because there was actually 2 incidents on there, and then we'll get to where Mike T. Bruno. So let's watch DJ Hargrove here. There was just so much going on there, and it's not over with, folks, because we're going to have a green-white checker. DJ drove down, got into the 00 just a little bit, and then, boy, I'm going to tell you, he slammed the wall hard. Ooh, David Levine made a good move to get around there. Unfortunately, Zach Lingering got involved. Man, just tore up some trucks. Now, what y'all not seeing is the 19 is in the grass. So, let's go back on him here, John. And let's watch what happened here because he was 3 wide with Tyler Justice, the 71, and then Aiden Young fires it off on the inside here. I know Tyler Justice drove up on the outside. He got loose. The 71 came in. They went door to door. And Mike Bruno just lost it.
Yeah, he's just pushing it with those tires right there. And like we said earlier, you can lose it even with fresh tires on.
Well, now, most notably, they gave him his spot back. How that works.
Well, because the caution was flying before he spun. So what probably happened was he backed out of it and saw the guys behind him were not backing out of it and got back in the gas, and that's what made him spin out. But the caution had already flown, so his position is frozen at that time.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, hang on to your hats here because we're about to have a green-white checker. This one is not over with under the lights here at Richmond. Sorry about all that confusion there. Sorry, John, man, for what was going on. I saw one incident and saw there was just so much going on there. Normally, we don't have that much excitement in one instance.
There was a lot going on right there, but we know that these guys are going to turn it up, and Bruno got those tires on it, and he was just in that middle groove there, not all the way out to the wall. There's a lot of wheel input there, but again, I think he was trying to slow up. Looking at his in-car here, that's what it seems like, is he was trying to get slowed up, realized the guys behind him were not, and said, I need to go or I'm going to get hit.
My next question is, by him sliding like that, even though he's got good tires, that's definitely going to flat spot some of them a little bit. So he might have heated them up a little more than he wants to. But, folks, here we go. We're going to have, when they get this, 2 laps to go. Almost like I say, it's not going to be quite a green-white checker. So it won't be a white flag when they take the green flag. But it'll be the white flag the next time around. So here we go. Pace cars getting set to go in. I don't know who's going to win this one here. I don't even want to call who's going to win this one, John.
You know who I put my money on from the beginning? That's where it's staying.
All right, good deal. Well, I'll stay out with Eric Tess like I always do. Right now, looking very good. Tyler Justice still a man there. Aiden Young's look very good. So, pace car's in. They're about to go, and I'll tell you what, Eric Tess got the jump he needed right there. So did Aiden. But he's going to have a hungry line behind him as Mike T. Bruno as they storm on the inside. Look at Tyler Justice. Call him Mr. Excitement. He's looking on the inside. They got a battle up front.
Yeah, Spencer's pulling all the way up to the bumper. Eric Teska right there. Going to do it again right here. He's going to roll through here really good probably and try to get that drive off. Not as close as he wants to be, but he's going to shoot off here, try to move down to the inside.
Absolutely right there. Battle here. White flag in air this time by, folks, as Mike T. Bruno powers to the front. He's looking very good. As Eric Tash going to be able to make one last valiant effort here in the last turns. I don't know if he's going to be able to or not. He tries to dive it on the inside, and he almost loses it coming out of turn number 4. The battle could be here for second spot, as I think Aiden Young might have took that away. Let's go back and watch the replay of that last lap, folks. Wow. That was interesting. Here we go in the last lap. Well, watch this replay. Look, the power move on the inside. Mike T. Bruno did it. Eric Tess, we know the consummate gentleman he is right there. Watch the battle for second spot here. Well, I'm going to tell you what, it heated up because Eric Tess drove that thing in and almost lost it. And coming out of turn 4, here come Aiden Young to the line, got second spot away. Man, what a move. And I tell you, behind them, they were stacked up 2 and 3 wide. John, what a race here to the end.
That was a heck of a move on Bruno. And what Eric was trying to do, if anybody's like, why did he just move? Well, he knew that Mike was faster than him. He had the spot on the inside. So don't waste time fighting him. Let him pass you so you can try to make your move on entry into the next turn there. And that's what Eric was trying to do, was set him up for a pass.
Absolutely. Well, tell you what, folks, man, you wanted drama, you wanted excitement, you wanted hard racing. There you go. And by the way, Timothy didn't end under caution. So
I told you the 19 was going to take it tonight, buddy.
Yeah, he did. I tell you what, he needed that caution because he might have, if it had went green, I don't know. Like I say, who knows? But I tell you what, he did power. Hats off though. Eric Tess saw him coming, and very consummate professional. Did not. He didn't push it. He said, "I'll try to get him on that next turn," and he did. He wheeled that thing in there.
Yeah, Eric does a great job. He's a clean racer, always doing the right thing there. But biggest thing for Eric is points. So another good points night for him.
Yes, it is. So right here is we're going to take it down here and get a talk with some of these guys here tonight. Boy, I tell you, you want to talk about. Woo, there, calm down after that one. That was a tremendous race here. And Orion, he's excited up there in the chat as Mike T. Bruno is. He's out there spinning that little RC truck around all over the place here. Winner tonight under the lights, Mike T. Bruno here. Awesome, man. It's awesome right here. So, our running order, it's going to be tonight's winner, Mike T. Bruno. Aiden Young in second, and Eric Tesh right there in third. So, John, let's take it down here, and let's get a word in with old Eric Tesh here tonight.
Eric Tesh, this is John Lumbish in the booth with Joe White. Do you have a copy?
Yes, John, I got you loud and clear.
Well, Eric, buddy, you did a great job once again, as you always do. Great race there at the end. Very classy. Very good sportsmanship on your end there, racing with Mike Bruno. Tell us about the end of the race there. Saw you let him go. Were you just trying to set him up for the next move going down into the next turn?
Well, I just tried to do a crossover, but my tires were just baked as a cookie. So no grip at all, and he won it fair and square.
He was fair. He went in and got tires. I know you saw that. So, what was in your mind then when you knew that he went and got tires?
Well, I'm not allowed to say the words on the internet, but you know the common words. But it's happening. Just a gas and hope people don't pit. And he needs to be behind the guys who didn't pit. But yeah. didn't work out. So, it's a strategy game. If you win or lose it, even on strategy or even on pace, and I lost them both today.
Eric, I know you're a little disappointed there with how it went, but I'll tell you, buddy, you did a great job. Once again, as you always do, it's a good points night for you. I know that's also important there. So, congratulations on your third place finish. Do you have anybody you'd like to thank?
I want to thank Michael, of course, for the amazing team. I want to thank Mike just for the amazing side-by-side battles, how you need to run it on here. And I want to thank everyone around me just for the amazing racing.
10-4, buddy. Yeah, you guys did a great job. Very good sportsmanship here in this league with you guys up front. Pleasure to watch. So congratulations again, buddy, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Aiden Young, this is John Rubbish in the booth with Joe White. You have no copy?
I got you guys.
Well, Aiden, man, tell us about your race, man. It was a very impressive run for you in that Gale Toyota machine. Great finish here coming out second. Tell us a little bit about your race. Tell us about your race and what you were thinking there at the end. What were you trying to do?
Well, at the beginning of the race, I had a little trouble with getting loose and everything. Then once we came down to the couple last laps, I had some help from my teammate, Ryan. He got me this, pretty much. And I took 4 tires, and that took me to the second place.
That was a great job by you guys. I know you had Ryan come up there and help you out. He had a little bit of a rough night there, but he'll be back at it again. You got anybody you want to thank out there for your second place finish tonight?
I'd like to thank Gale Toyota, Ryan, the whole Iceman team, you guys for broadcasting, and all my sponsors on this car. You guys for broadcasting, and everyone in this league for having such a great race.
That's 10-4, Aiden. We appreciate it, buddy. Great watching your race tonight. Congratulations on your second place finish.
Thank you.
All right, Joe, we'll throw it up to you, buddy. You know you're going down to Victory Lane here with Mike Bruno. He is out there burning them off.
All right, well, I tell you what, I appreciate that, man. Tonight's winner here under the lights here, Richmond International Speedway. He drove a hard-charging RC truck all around here, the Traxxas machine of the number 19 of Mike T. Bruno. This is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
10-4, Joe. I got you, bud.
I tell you what, we talked to you early on in the race. You wasn't a little bit unsure on about it, but you definitely had a bad, fast little RC machine running around here tonight. Definitely had all lipos kicking in that thing, as it was awesome to watch. You did a move there. You went in and got 4 tires, but then you lost it on that caution. Tell us if you was a little nervous when you spun like you did, and whether or not it might have hurt the tires, or how'd you feel on that last restart?
Oh man. Yeah, well, first of all, I want to thank Eric for the great racing, man. That was absolutely some of the most fun I've had in a long time. But yeah, I wasn't sure if that yellow was for me or not. That had me shaking in my boots for a little bit there. But overall, man, this is a great race, and it was a lot of fun racing with Eric, Aiden, all them guys, man.
Well, absolutely. I tell you what, all night long you looked very good. You and Eric Tess, Iceman from the Neverlands, y'all two were battling it tooth and nail. Then a new kid on the block here, that'd be Aiden Young. He came out here showing, say, hey, look, I could drive along with you. He was up there. It's been very patient. But, man, you had an awesome truck tonight here in that number 19 Traxxas machine, and a very good pit stop there at the end paid off for you. So, you got anybody out there you want to thank for the victory tonight?
Yeah, man, I'm thank Mike Redding, MR Motorsports, all the guys from there. Thank you guys for what you do, and hopefully see you next week in the same spot.
No, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, again, tonight's winner here under the lights, Richmond International Speedway. Folks, we started with 32 machines, guys, and we ended with quite a still few of them on here, though. I know a lot of you probably ill and mad about the track, but man, what an exciting race. It was a heck of a thriller to the end there. You had a lot of viewers constant throughout the whole entire thing, testing them on what y'all doing here on the track and what they're loving to see here. And I'm loving calling the action along with John up here in the booth, as always. And guys, it was a thrilling race. Again, congratulations to Mike T. Bruno for pulling off the win here tonight for the Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder Truck Series here at Richmond International Speedway. Gentlemen, awesome race. Loved every minute of it. Thank you, and we'll see you again next week. Well, wow. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it was a great race. We knew they were going to turn it up there at the end. Great strategy play on Mike's end to go in there and get tires. And flashbacks of Friday when I saw him come in there, and I knew he was going to be fast when he did that there. So, but just a great race by these guys. But again, got to give a shout out to the guys in this league and the sportsmanship that they show every week here, and not taking each other out, not wrecking leaders and things like that. So these guys do a tremendous job.
Absolutely. Well, let's get the running order here. Race results here tonight. Mike T. Bruno's a man on point. He pulls it off. Aiden Young, the newcomer here tonight, he puts it in second spot. Eric Tess, Iceman and Neverlands finishing out in third. Spence Thompson, the champ, in fourth. Old Tyler Justice right there, Mr. Excitement, bouncing back from a couple incidents earlier tonight. He battled back from 2 laps down at one point to get it back in the top 5 right there. David A. Levine, the closer, he's in 6th. Brian Hartford looking very good in 7th. Corey Walters 8th. Terry Perry Mason, a couple hiccups here and on tonight, but got it in 9th. And Ryan Broderick rounds out the top 10.
Kenneth Yance, Motor Sim Racing Magazine, but tonight had a different sponsor, the Tate's Supermarket.
Yep.
And 11th, Kyle Pokrevke in 12th. John Barron, Motor Sim Racing Magazine Toyota in 13th. Gordon Larson, 14th, first car lap down. Zach Lindgren, 15th spot here. Jason Alexander, 16th. Brad Wilson, 17th. DJ Hargrove, 18th. Jason Burgess, 19th. And David Haza, 20th.
Yeah, 21st right there, Billy Hargrove. Davis Richards, the other Bertie's Construction machine out here in 22nd. Robbie Buckner in 23rd. Blake Fillon right there in 24th. Andrew Cornelli, and I tell you what, he was on fire tonight, all night long, having a lot of got that Ricky Bobby throwback paint scheme he's got there, and he definitely was having a lot of trouble. Might want to think twice on putting that back on the truck, but he finishes the night 25th. Matt Hoover not having a night he would like to in the Bertie's Construction machine, finishing 26th. John Nedlinger right there getting involved in a couple incidents, but he had a good cheering squad out here nonetheless, finishing 27th. Ryan W. Daniels, tough night on his end right there, finishing 28th. Josh Sturgis in 29th, and Chris Akers rounds out the top 30.
And the last couple cars on the field here is Blake Fallone, 31st, Mark Richter, 32nd. And that's it, right? Michael Redding's admin. So, yep.
Michael Redding's admin, and actually Ronald White was the one who didn't make the field tonight. So, with that said, John, I tell you what, we had excitement, we had extreme racing, we had door-to-door beating and banging. These guys, man, were just putting 2 in. Definitely had a lot of cautions out here, but as I always say, no harm, no foul. I mean, these guys were putting it to it, so to speak, and that's Richmond. We go to, guess where we go next week? Bristol. As they say, Bristol, baby. So we go from one extreme to the other here at the Monday Night Thunder, Bertie's Construction Monday Night Thunder. So you got any final words, John?
Just again, a great race here. Good call by Bruno there to get the win. Eric Test just trying to do game points. Did that tonight. Good smart racing by the guys up front here. And look forward to seeing what they can do at Bristol.
Well, absolutely. And the reason I say next week, folks, is we're off tomorrow night. So no Grand National Series, sponsored by Motor Sim Racing Magazine tomorrow night. So no Xfinity, they're off tomorrow night. But I will see you back here at OSR Network Wednesday night, racing for a cause, late model action, and then me and Ryan W. Daniels. We're going to bring 2 races left in the chase. ExtremeMotorsports99.com Cup action right there. So tune in live on the OSR Network, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch there on Thursday night. And then this Saturday, you want Bristol action, we got it. Racing Freaks. Me and John T. Wimmis will be in the booth. We got some short track racing in the Cup cars with the Racing Freaks, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. And those guys will be storming around the little Thunderdome, so to speak. And then, like I said, we got the ARCA Series is back. And Monday night we start all over again. So, John, I tell you what, a heck of a night tonight here at Richmond. To all the viewers, we appreciate it, love it. And until we see you again, everyone have a good night.
Drivers, start your reading. Motor Sim Racing Magazine is the first and only magazine dedicated to sim racing. Every month we'll be covering the hot topics around the world of sim racing. So if you're looking to be in the know, go to www.motorsimsracing.com. You will find articles from your favorite drivers, leagues, and other prominent people in the sim racing community. Want an update of your favorite league? We got it. Want to learn the basics on finding a perfect league for you? We got it. Want to know more about how leagues are run? We got it. So remember, when you want to know what's going on in the sim racing world, go to www.motorsimracing.com.